Hello everyone and welcome to Arcane Focus D&D for Magic at Mostead, the finale. Episode 102.
We did
For
it.
sure I'm gonna cry.
We hit it.
We did it.
We did it. We did it.
Well,
We did it.
I
We
think
did it.
we began it in November, so we're close to hitting that 4-year, right?
No, it's still
4?
3
I
year.
think it's still 3.
It's still 3-year?
Yeah.
It's still 3.
Because I thought we started November 1st.
Yeah, but 2020, I don't know. We might be 4 because I feel like we did this.
We're
during
about to hit 4
pandemic.
years. We're
Yeah.
just under the wire.
Yeah.
I mean, the queen was just that easy that it took us
It's like
faster than we thought it would.
4 years, a pandemic, and a baby later.
There's a lot.
And a marriage.
A lot here.
And a queen.
A lot happened.
But yes, today will be our final sort of epilogue of this whole adventure, this long story I've been telling with you guys. Speaking of which, I'm your DM Mike, and joined with my amazing players, we have Amber, Temple,
Hi,
and Steve. Can you please give us that legalese?
Howdy, folks. My name is Steve, and I work with Wizards of the Coast as a community manager. Thoughts and expressions expressed on this show are going to be mine and my own. And boy, do we have things to talk about, because it has been a long time coming. So why don't we just get right to it?
Absolutely. I don't think we have any announcements. I think maybe one big announcement is that I think we'll be taking a break until the next campaign. Undetermined in terms of the amount, but we'll see what we can do to maybe get a solid date sometime. But in the medium,
I think we may be doing a Halloween stream if Steve and Temple are still down for it.
probably a Boulder's Gate.
Yeah, that should be fun with some mods.
Spooky.
Ooh.
Yeah. We've been testing out a few mods on our end, where you can play as Reborn and
We're gonna
Vampire,
have to customize the crap out of it. Let's just say
And-
that.
a Hexbit, so spooky lineages, and so maybe we can play a spooky crew.
Can I just play a standard skeleton?
I think
I don't know. I will say this, which is hilarious, not to spoil anything. I don't think it will. But, like, I guess depending on who did the mod, when you're selecting the faces, there's one where, like, the eyeballs go this way.
there's a glitch.
Like,
Like-
it's all
like
a
a-
it
whole
just
big
goes
glitch.
wrong.
And then there's one that doesn't have any eyes, and you can just see the insides. And I was like, that's true.
Yeah, there's some pretty
It's-
wild ones.
Spooky, scary skeletons, anyone?
I got to double. I think that actually might be an option. We'll see.
We're gonna have to have a disclaimer warning. Maybe disturbing.
We'll see. But with all that out of the way, and by the way, Caleb is on to my right here, so we may take a little baby break just to put him to sleep. Maybe a little after the recap. We'll see.
He's got like 30 minutes.
Perfect. Are you guys ready for a recap?
See.
Perfect. I'm gonna move my recap over here, actually. Sleep doesn't come easy. However, when the stress, fear, sadness, anger, relief, and calm begins to settle in, you are met with an endless void. Your body's still buzzing and vibrating from adrenaline. But sleep, rest, recover. Your minds are whisked away without interruption, and for those who don't need to sleep, you dip into meditation comes easier, and it becomes much harder to come out, as both your body and mind struggle to release from that much needed, almost like a drink of water in the desert, need of rest and relaxation. As you all sleep, all of you sleep beyond the break of dawn, and well into the afternoon, to about 3 p.m. Long time. The chill of Alrak rages on the outside of a crisp winter day, leaves a layer of frost over the window of the Books and Brews tower, blotting out the sun's ray and allowing you all to relax. The smell of cooked meats and melted cheese begins to fill the tower's levels, and your eyes slowly open as you look upon each other. All of you went straight to bed last night, and you all look like shit. Like a horrible, bloodied mess, hair matted, sweat and tears, stress and lines across the forehead and brows. And as you look upon each other, seeing sort of the matted fur from Savannah, the roughed and messed up shirt, clothing of Rolly, and sort of the scuffed and bloodied face of Vera, it's kind of hard not to laugh a little bit. That exasperated and haunted laugh of just whatever just went through, whatever happened, you're alive.
I mean, Rolly looks like this all the time. I don't know what your guys' excuse is.
Thoughts run through your heads as the laughter begins to calm. Now I have to stress, me as the DM, I have to stress you all that we're in somewhat of a loosey-goosey time with events, as we currently are in downtime. For the rest of the day, you have each other. That's sort of something I'm going to put in here for your characters. I know you may have plans, something set in motion, but for the rest of the day, since it's around 3 p.m. now, you have each other. And that's where you need to stay. But for the next morning, you may take care of whatever much-needed business you may have. But with that in mind, and as the laughter begins to calm and the thoughts of the days of last night's events flutter in your mind and your memories, you look at each other. And what do you do here in the bedroom?
That's a good question.
We did it. I can't.
You know you
believe
look
we
like
did it.
shit, right, Rolly? You look like that line that those monsters finally just got a hold of your face. Just
I mean, I always look like this. It's just another Tuesday. What's your excuse?
excuse you.
You started it.
I need a bath.
Don't we have one? We have one here, right?
I think you have one in the third, because you have about four or five stories, and I believe one of them holds your bath.
I do, but I'm so tired. I might just pop out my shower stone.
Reaching into the bag, you find this shower stone, the white stone, the smooth, inlaid, and as you clutch it, the matted hair of your fur, Savannah, bits of dirt and rubble and soot from fights and rocky dust outcroppings starts to sift away, and it's not until finally it reaches to your feet that it pushes everything off.
I just pass the stone to Vera. Yeah?
I think I need to go take an actual bath. Thank you, though. And I'll start going up. I'll be back. Besides, I need to clean this damn armor anyway.
I need to find a bathhouse. Like, I'm gonna take like an hour, 2 hour long, just
I'll paint a few pictures as Savannah using the stone, probably having the first time in a while a moment to yourself to have sort of calm your thoughts, having all those buzzing, images and talking, and just your companions as well, just talking to them with themselves or yourself. You have a nice few hours by yourself, and it's cozy, nice. You can look out the window and read a book. Vera, you head up to the top of the tower, and takes a bit for the water to warm, but with some arcane energy, you can definitely pump it up and start to dip yourself into the bath, feeling the nice warm waters cover your entire self, and enjoying a moment alone. You can actually hear the water go over the bath. It's sort of like those old style bath
it's got like a drain on the floor.
Yeah, a little bit. Rolly, quickly making yourself outside, crunching through the soft snow. There is a bathhouse here within Alrek. A large capital definitely has it. We are kind of near the end of the game, so I'm not gonna. I know you guys have coin. I can definitely say that you spend a good amount of coin to get a large bath. One of those large bathhouses where it can take an entire room, like on a floor of a factory type of situation, where there are built-in pools and small little tubs where people can have private baths. There are masseuses and oils and lotions and service here to bring you drinks and everything, so you have yourself a few hours of intimate relaxation, just sort of enjoying all the finer things that Alrek has to provide. And as you all begin to collect yourself, finally feeling a little more, feeling the muscles that were tensing up, probably not even during the fight, but also throughout the night, just slowly start to give. eventually you all reconvene at the first floor of the Books and Brew, where Mary Kane currently is standing with a yellowed apron that has been blotted with bit of water stains and soap. She currently has like these large gloves as she's currently washing. Not seeming to notice, especially you, Rolly, who probably snuck out. She was sort of busy and stuck in her thing. I think it's time for you to go to
Yeah,
bed.
I think it's time for him to go to bed. He's going Hulk.
We'll see what Mary has to say for you guys in a second as we do take a quick baby break. BRB. And we're back. We join the three Griffins after, I would say about maybe 2.5 hours worth of bathing. Really taking that soak in, and for Savannah's sake, really finding that moment of calm and peace in this chaotic year that is her life. You all reconvene at the first floor as the Arcane elevator take you down or bring you inside of the Books and Brew. There, once again, you see Mary Kane as she's currently washing sort of a lot of dishes here within the Books and Brew, within the sink. She looks at you and goes, "Oh, goodness, I thought all of you were going to sleep throughout the day."
Don't tempt me.
I'm sure you all deserve it. Please sit down. We're currently, and she sort of motions towards the back as you see, on hands and knees, is Torres, who currently has a sponge and is currently washing like we don't have ovens here, but essentially we're like I guess there would be like like wood ovens, but where she's sort of cleaning a lot of the soot.
I mean, they have stone ovens.
Yeah, so she's sort of not really hearing you guys, kind of like focused in her thing, and you see also behind her, because it is sort of a narrow kitchen, is Moscow, who currently has a like a little piece of paper on a plaque, and he's currently just looking at the cupboards and writing things down.
I'm gonna go to Vera and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna kind of nod to Torres and say, "Huh, maybe we can make a wife out of her yet."
Dude, she's in the army. You do understand you get your ass kicked if you don't clean your shit, right?
Just saying, it's a pleasant surprise.
Don't tell her that.
You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Rolly, what's your dex modifier and your con modifier?
Modifier for con is.
She is quick.
Actually, I don't like that you're telling me this. This is scary. Dex modifier is +2.
Okay.
Oh, so did we have a long rest,
Yes.
technically?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
And
mark
con
it.
modifier is +5.
So you have a 17 AC natural without any armor. I wouldn't assume you brought armor to the actual bathhouse.
Yeah.
You feel a hot white pain in the middle of your forehead as you see one of sort of the harder brushes that Torres was cleaning with throws it back and clocks you in the forehead.
Ow, is that necessary?
Hey, Miss Kane. Looks like I lost my brush. You see Mary goes, okay. Rolly, do you mind helping Torres clean? I think, Savannah, do you mind assisting Moscow? We're currently looking to refill our pantry. It's been a while since we've gone shopping for the Books and Brew.
Can do.
And she looks to you, Vera, and goes, do you mind helping me meal prep for a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you. You learn as you currently are cleaning and sort of doing inventory check as well as prepping a bit of food. Mary Kane is sort of hoping to have you guys all together with those here for just a nice feast. Because in her own words, when was the last time you've actually had food, like a good cooked meal?
We have a lot of Irish
dude.
coffee.
Do those bounties count?
Darling, you need food. I'm okay.
I feel like we did
Wait,
have
wait,
food,
but
but it's been a
food-
while.
The
Magical
last
food
time
is food.
meal we had was what I didn't was you guys had tacos. I'm still
Oh.
salty.
Dang, that was
Oh,
a
yeah.
while ago.
That was
Yeah.
oh, those were good.
Um,
I miss those tacos.
she, Mary Kane, who kind of is sort of organizing a lot of the stuff, goes, by the way, and sort of motions to you, Vera, Miss Lee is currently on the second story, one above. She's taking care of the bodies that were brought back. In her own words, and I quote, like the magic I need is out of like my wheelhouse, but I can at least preserve them for now. So she's hard doing work.
Wait, she's here?
She's upstairs.
I'll take care of it, don't worry.
Okay.
I drop what I'm doing and I go upstairs.
Absolutely, you can definitely go to the second story. You do see Gina Lee as you sort of go into the Arcane elevator, brings you up. The second story hasn't been used in a very, very long time. It's a bit dusty, but you see Gina Lee still filled with that vibrant light blue and white energy of a Air Genasi who's currently... You see a lot of the tables have been pushed together, and she's currently has a lot of the bodies racked up that were here, like Igno and Vosen, and currently having some sort of... You see that there's some sort of ritual going on to preserve the bodies.
I bear hug her.
She doesn't even see you come as you... You're awake?
I missed you.
She brings you in for a big kiss. And if it wasn't for the fact that you were so surprised by it, she floats up and dips you a little bit. Sort of getting a better height advantage on you. Brings you up. You look great. Did you get cleaned up?
Much deserved, yeah.
Yeah. I could have done, like, magic to help you, but, I mean, a warm bath is always nice.
I think what you're doing here is... I can't speak right now.
Oh,
I
no.
think what you're doing here is the best thing.
A lot of this is like Vera's thing, like a cleric thing. I can just maybe like preserve the bodies a little bit, like the material part. I mean, I'll try. I'm always interested in trying magic once.
I want to talk to you.
Yeah. I'm a little busy finishing the ritual here. You want to talk maybe after dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She kisses you on the cheek, sort of slides the hand down your wrist until finally she lets go, and goes, okay, and starts to continue the ritual to sort of preserve the bodies as well as she can.
I start walking away, and then like mid-step, I stop and I turn around and I walk back to her and I say, "Hey, Gina."
Yeah.
I hold her hands. I kiss her. I love you.
I love you so much, Rolly.
We have much to talk about.
Okay.
And then I walk back.
Okay.
I walk out.
So the brightness of the Jared Genasi smiles. You go back. There's a few things that happen. Let's see. Let's go with Vera first.
Oh boy. I like the teacher called on me. Okay.
Vera, you find yourself cutting vegetables and stirring things. You prep a lot of food prep for tonight. There's a point where Mary kind of like has to wipe her hands on her apron and goes, I'm gonna use the little lady's room. Go ahead and take a break. I'll be back, okay?
Okay.
And you find yourself free. A bit of a free moment. A moment to yourself to maybe talk to others if you wish.
I think Vera's doing the thing of like purposely avoiding the elephant in the room because she doesn't want to deal with it in this exact moment. But I think she will go talk to Gina now that she knows she's here.
Okay. Yeah, you head to the second story. She's currently doing not something unfamiliar to you, especially being a cleric, doing something that she can to like a gentle repose. Not equivalent to that because clerics can do that, so she's doing sort of a wizard's version. She hears you coming. I don't think you're wearing armor, but she can definitely turn around and see
I just
you.
knock.
Yeah. Come in. It's a little distracted, but sees you come in. Hi, Vera. Hi. Does it look all right? Am I doing this right?
It looks fine.
Okay. I haven't attempted this for the first time.
Thank you for doing it. I'm glad you're not doing the reverse.
No. Not after what we... No,
Yeah.
not even. How are you doing? You
That
okay?
didn't seem like your vibe.
No.
I'm doing. Let's go with that.
Okay.
How
And
are
she
you
kind of looks
doing?
over to the more young masculine figure, and sort of can't really see fine details as they're covered in white linen, but what you would assume to be Vosen. She kind of puts a hand on your hand and goes, I know you have a big family. Have you talked to them yet? I can help you if you...
Did before we went in. I haven't told them about this.
Okay. Well, when you feel ready.
Actually, I think I retconned that. What the 2 messages that I told you I was gonna send, I probably would have sent those while I was in the bathtub, like by myself.
You have some free time now if you want to do it.
No, I would have sent it then, because I think I would have been in a like character-wise, she would have been in a better calm place than frantic panic. By the way.
Then we'll do a bit of wish-wash with the time because there will be responses.
Okay. Then I will have said I will have mentioned it to my dad and Uthiel about, and she'll kind of just like point to the one she assumes is Amber.
Yeah, Amber's on one of the third tables here. Right.
I haven't told Igno's family. I think I can only take so much for one day. As selfish as that sounds. I kind of don't... Amber doesn't remember where they are. I think they got put in a safe house, right?
They are, yeah, they've been moved to sort of a, not like a boarding house, but like sort of like a sub house. Igno was a well-to-do chosen, and he was essentially living within the Tower District here in the domain in Alrak.
But their home got destroyed.
Their home got destroyed. So you would soon learn that Igno's family was put into sort of like a sub house within the main capital of Alrak, or like in the middle of the city. So like a small house or like something to hold them off until the construction is complete.
I think the plan is to fix it. Problem is, the way that Evergrey did this, I don't know if I can.
Well, she really got into magic. That yeah.
Magic she shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Kind
But
of,
like it's over now.
I hope. I don't mean to sound so pessimistic. I think it's just been a really long year.
I met you guys.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Right?
My favorite customers. I need to get back to this. You see some of the arcane rituals, like some of the ruins start to falter, and she has to run back there and sort of starts to stitch it a little bit.
Do you want some help?
No. I think Miss Kane said that you have things to do. I can
gave me
I
a
can fix
break.
this. Huh?
She gave me a break.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you want a break?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I got this.
Okay.
She could talk to Rolly.
She falls
Or-
onto one of the couches here, and she's like,
Or take a nap.
I think I might take a nap.
And I kind of just take over for her.
We'll roll back the clock a little bit as you're in the bath, Vera. What messages do you send?
I don't want to audibly say them because Amber will cry. Hold on. Had to go back in my recap.
If you feel comfortable,
believe
to
in you.
summarize. Yeah.
You could do
Well,
it.
no,
I believe
it's
you.
it's totally at the beginning. I'm just gonna send them to Mike because I was like, it's too early to cry in the episode.
No tears for the internet.
Oh, I mean, the internet has seen it. Oh man, hold on, I think it only pasted one.
So, okay, go get to work on the second one, and I'll do that one. First message, we see a scene of Vera in the bathtub. The steam rushing off the waters as you are kind of that slouched bathtub position where the water has gone up to maybe just below your nose, kind of looking beyond and just sort of zooming out with your own eyes, just sort of not focusing on anything across the room.
They're there, Mike. It's just it blended it together.
Okay. We hear Vera send a message to Uthiel, your husband, informing that Vosen, Igno, and Umber did not make it. And to meet up at the season's bounty in Merigard as soon as he can. A wavering voice comes from Vera's lips as you then sink back into the water. You do get a response, Vera.
Okay.
A shuddered voice mixed with a bit of sighing and swallowing. That heavy swallow you can tell is coming from suppressing sort of heavy emotions. Proud of you, darling. Igno made our rings. Umber taught me to enjoy service, and Vosen was my brother. They'll always live with us. I'll meet you in a few days.
I thought Gina Lee made our rings, but okay.
Oh no,
I was confused. I was like, wait a minute.
Gina Lee made your rings. He gave you the
Lila.
sort of an extra family member.
There's a lot of stuff. Don't blame the DM.
You then send us. We see the image of Vera sending a message to your dad, Cyrus, informing that you were successful in beating Evergrey, but it's not a fully happy victory.
Yeah.
Bosun did not make it. You have a goal of bringing him back, and you want to meet your family soon, back home. Here, the material plan.
Yeah.
With some apologies. You hear your father shudder in his voice, mixture of sadness and joy. Hear that you're okay. Vera, my ray of sunlight, you're okay. We'll head home. You can feel that stoic face of your father falter. His tears begin to fall. We'll be home soon. We can talk then. Be safe, my bright summer. We pull back as you then, remembering these words, starting to fix whatever arcane sigils Gina Lee has as she starts to rest. Savannah, you feel a tap on your chest as the sort of tanned skin, fire hair of Moscow goes, "Come on, outside. Let's go to the market."
Didn't you just get back? Do you never sleep?
The light never goes out. Come on.
Oh, God.
I think we all need whatever drink he's serving.
You walk with Moscow outside as the sound of crunching snow is underneath your feet. He turns to you holding a list. All right, what are we getting? We certainly need spices. It's always nice. You know, there's certain drinks here that actually make a benefit from a good spice. Cinnamon, nutmeg, things like that. Let's try it out. Something meaty for the big man, maybe?
He's gonna keep asking for owlbear. I don't know if we're gonna get that in this region. Unless you know how to get an owlbear. Do you know how to get an owlbear?
We can certainly try. I mean,
we can get an elk.
We can get an elk. Oh, you can definitely find that. Anything you're hankering for?
Honestly, fish?
You know, I can go for crab.
Ooh.
Like an
yes,
ice crab.
crab.
Yeah, I think I might go great. There's a couple of white wines that go great with crab
Wait
too.
a minute. How much food are we trying to get here?
I mean, Rolly by stance is easily a few bags.
I suppose enough, especially with Miss Torres and Rolly in the house out now.
You hear a random crow cock out like, "Caw! There's more people coming! Caw!"
As you start to walk and sort of you shop together, and it's kind of nice. He kind of turns to you one random moment and goes, "You know, we're the only domain raised in this little family."
Huh.
Yeah.
I have never thought about it. No, I have thought about it like that. They're weird. I'm like, they're weird. I don't get them. Kingdom people are strange.
There's a lot of they think too much.
They don't understand freedom of just living.
It's annoying, you know. And they also don't get the cold. That's what I get. I mean, it's more of an excuse to get the hard stuff out.
I'm not gonna lie, the desert was kind of nice and different though.
Maybe. Huh. Well, I mean, I was thinking with Evergrey gone, the domain really has no reason to keep us closed, so maybe we should hold a grand reopening? What's your thoughts?
Oh no, we are so reopening and the city owes us. The city owes us. They cannot keep us closed. They said if she is gone, we can reopen. I like my business. I like my coin.
You have the business mindset. I like that.
It comes with the territory, but speaking of which, my investor wants to open another location actually.
Of the Books and Brew?
It doesn't necessarily have to be the Books and Brew, but yes.
Well.
I'm trying to convince the Maryguard. It just seems nice. Seems like the type of crowd they'll be interested in.
Maryguard's nice. They certainly need a little bit more of a lively joint, if we can provide that.
I mean, I'll also need a, manager. Big eyes just start batting at him.
You know, Savannah, I've been thinking. I saw you fly during the fight. You know what a winged cat is?
Like a bat?
No, that's a winged rat. A winged cat. And I'm not sure, but it sounds like a good start of an urban legend.
The winged cat. Go on.
I don't know. Maybe if you want to expand, we can think of a few names. Or if you...
I already told Rolly I was going to name a drink after him, so the Fire Sun is so on the menu.
Oh, I have a perfect idea how that's going to burn down. Yeah, something hot, something actually warms the throat as you drink it. I like it.
And she's going to kill me, but we need to throw a Summer Spirit in there. Honestly, I would love to name the bar that, but Barrett would kill me.
Well,
Or would she? Wait, I mean, she's your daughter-in-law. You'll protect me?
Of course.
She can't kill me if you work there.
I can't let anything happen to my boss.
Oh, I love this.
I'm in, Savannah.
Alright, here's the deal though.
Hmm.
My investor's picky.
Okay.
They're gonna be in a play there of their choosing. I can't be there because I have to stay here.
Fair.
I'll be there occasionally.
That's-
This person will be determined.
We can go through a hiring phase. That's fine.
So you have to hire one of my siblings.
I would love to.
There's nice.
Are they as wild as you are?
No, she was pretty chill. No was questionable.
We're gonna have to change that.
He just needs a little pushing.
Well, if they taught me anything at the circus, it's sometimes you don't need a net underneath. You just need to go. So we'll see how they do. I'd like to see that.
No, that's just I needed something to keep my family going, and I think this would be a good way for them to keep tabs on me without keeping tabs on me.
I like that. Summer Fury. Just the drink and not the bar name?
No, I think I want the bard. Because nobody wants the 3 griffins. We already have a books and brew. We can name them after the bears.
Oh.
Violet and Lila's Drink Emporium. That sounds cute. Nah, I like Silent Summer Fury.
Let's go with that. You continue walking, purchasing food and drink, getting ready for the day's end's feast and meal. Rolly, your cleaning duties keeps getting pushed to the wayside as you and Torres keep on bickering. Small arguments, nothing too wild, just small arguments that are about the right way to clean and that escalate into small bumps and pushes. And much like how this whole story started, a table is pushed to the side. Something, a sort of barrels pushed to the middle. You both take a seat, lock hands, and Gina Lee, who's finally finished with a bit of the arcane ritual, comes downstairs, sees this, puts a hand over both you and Torres, smiles and says, "Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Let's go. I need you to roll me athletics check."
All right.
Man, that was a long time ago. I forgot we did that.
Mm-hmm.
That was so long ago.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's never a good sign. Come on, Rolly.
No, you're not gonna make it.
Dirty 20.
Natural.
Natural 20 for a total of
30.
30. You go from sort of a stalemate-like position to now about 45 degrees. And she stopped you at that point. And as you start to struggle, she goes, "Fuck you, big man. You think I'm scared of some slightly overpumped ginger? Can't even wipe a table correctly."
You think I'm scared of some little army brat? Can't even cook or clean the oven right?
Oh, fuck you. Roll me another athletics.
All right, we're gonna go the opposite time this time.
Natural
That one.
Oh no. That's fine. She only got like a 19, so
Only.
and
Only.
back into the stalemate. She goes, "If it was up to you, we'd be serving unpolished silverware."
Am I back at the bar seeing this?
You'd be walking.
It's hilarious.
You'd probably be walking in now at this moment.
Just look at this, be like, Muska, it's like 5 on Rolly.
5 on Taurus. You are now dead even. Roll me another athletics. Oh, that was so. I went from a natural 20 to a 2 for a total of 9.
Oh boy.
21.
Okay, you back down to where it was. She goes, "Come on, you should join the troops, big man. Not because we need you, but because then they can give you some structure." She's going about 45 degrees, losing a little bit.
I'm gonna say the 3 griffins is all the structure I need.
Oh, fuck you. Another athletics check.
24.
24. I got a 23. This one was the hardest push. You got her 45 degrees. You're about to slam the hand down, but this one takes a lot longer. This time you actually have to. You start to feel a bit of the sweat start to come down as you're like, "Come on, come on!" And every time you motion your body, you get that inch. You already see, being a sort of an arcane fighter, you can already see like sort of like electricity going through her veins. She's trying to like keep her muscles taut to stop you. She goes, come on. No. Fuck you.
You can't beat the power of friendship.
Big slam.
Woo! See that, Taurus? Power of friendship.
God damn it. Almost took my fucking arm off. Shit.
You were fine.
No, seriously. You ever think of joining the troops?
With your potential, you ever thought of joining us? Venturing out, out in the world? You got potential, Taurus. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm gonna be real. I know I do. But, I don't know. She sort of points to Vera, who currently has her back to the whole scene, already kind of looking at how this is going, but her hubby kind of rubbed off on me. I don't know. I gotta help the community.
That's honorable. But it's a damn shame, Taurus. Damn shame.
It'd be fun. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe I'll take a holiday.
Let's talk later.
Yeah, sure. Let's talk. Whew. You get back to cleaning. We fast forward as dinner is finally served. Elk and fish, potatoes cooked perfectly, bacon to the side, vegetables piled high, fresh fruit, almost polished in color, how brightly they sparkle. Moscow's currently in the back. As you guys, we see a banquet style view pushed all the chairs and tables together. All of you are eating together as candles are lit. You have that soft, warm, light, yellowish glow in the room. Moscow's in the back, who's currently serving up drinks, pouring you each something that you've ordered. There is discussion and talk, and just not big plans just of yet that you may have planned, but small talk. Something that you haven't done in months. Just small talk. Just letting it out and just not worrying about the bigger picture. Moscow leans back in his chair after finishing the meal.
Hey, Fireboy,
Yeah.
pay me.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Everyone just kind of taps Taurus, who's already sleeping, like head down, got the itis, drinking. Taps
Hey,
him.
manager.
I flicker in the air.
Commission.
What?
Commission.
Ah, I give you 3 out of the 5.
Feels good.
But yeah, everyone's here. If there's anything you'd like to discuss, any big plans for the future, this might be the time.
First and foremost, I'm gonna take one of the gold pieces. I'm gonna fling it back at Savannah. Finder's fee. You found good.
Aw, you haven't called me your manager in ages. I thought you got rid of me.
Don't push it.
I think he has. It's just been mainly when he's pissed.
He's always pissed though.
Not
I'm
always.
not mad right now.
That's because you've been fed.
This is true.
So I will take the opportunity here, with everyone gathered. I'm gonna shout out like a toast.
Everyone brings up their glass.
My
Those
coffee.
who are still conscious. Taurus still.
She'll be fine. She'll sleep it off.
I elbow her in her ribs.
What the fuck do you want?
Year,
We're toasting, idiot.
Yeah.
this year has been a hell of a year. New challenges, new conflicts, but most importantly, new friends. Though we paid a high price, and though that still holds true in our hearts, none of this would have been possible for myself, for Vera, for Savannah, for any of us. We couldn't have done any of this without you. So, a cheers to family and to friends.
Here in the back, Moscow, bright as ever, still that energized. Here, here. Everyone takes a drink, puts it down. So, what's next?
It's a good question.
I'm assuming, sort of points to you, Vera. Heading home, maybe?
Something like that. I think I have to put this to work. And she kind of just points at like her new now golden eye that she's just stuck with now.
Have I noticed this golden eye?
Mm-hmm. It was when I did the divine intervention, so like her hair's not purple anymore. It's permanently gold, and she has like the one gold eye and the one purple eye.
Nope, still not used to it.
So, you think is that pure gold?
No,
Stop it, really.
I just need a strand or two. It's not gonna
it's
hurt.
not.
What happened to Don't Steal from France?
That's why I'm asking, Savannah, and not taking.
You cannot
Do you
have
see
my
the
eye.
difference?
Pretty sure it's made out of divine magic, just a tinted color. I could tint it that color before.
Oh,
Uh,
that's a shame.
Roll, you feel Gina Lee's hand upon your shoulder as you're currently talking to Savannah, slightly stealing your attention just for a hot second as she goes, "Hey, like you wanted to talk real quick? Do you want to do that privately or here?"
You know, let me say this. I have to say something.
Okay, yeah.
Attention, everyone. I got one more announcement to make. This is gonna be a hard one. Takes a swig of, like, literally just pounds the rest of his drink.
Here in the back, that a boy.
I tell us how I'm not dibs on not carrying him up.
We'll make the carpet do it.
I have been through some of the most perilous moments of my life in the last couple of days. I have lost loved ones. I almost risked losing everything. But with the help of all of you and my trusted companions, the three griffins, we persevered and we survived. I'm looking forward to spending a week's time with all of you, reminding you just how important you are to me and how much I care for you all. But a new goal is ahead of me. I made a promise. I made a promise to the Queen that I would not rest until every story, every note, every book, anything mentioning her name is gone from existence. And I intend to keep that. I'm going off. I'm gonna find my way. It's gonna be a long journey. Not sure where it's gonna take me. But there's one thing I know, is that despite how perilous the situation is, despite how dark things get, nothing beats the company of friends. I don't expect you to abandon everything you're doing and join me. I don't expect anything at all, really. But I'd like to extend an offer, an invitation to each and every one of you. If you ever need to take a break, if you ever want to, I look at Taurus, if you ever want to go on holiday, see what's out there, even temporarily, even briefly. If you want something new,
Don't tempt me, big man.
you will always have room in my party.
You feel the hand that's been holding yours from Gina Lee tightens. Instinctively, you sort of look at her as you say these words, She smiles and goes, I think I'd like to get, like, out. Maybe for a little bit of the business, just for a bit. I'll travel with you.
Like I just blow up like in like excitement. I'm like, best news I've gotten so far.
Besides, I can always make a simulacrum and they can run the shop for me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you could do that.
Yeah.
Nice. You're good. You're real good.
Rolly, so you're not going to go home first.
I'm spending a week's time, Savannah. I'm gonna go visit my family. I'm gonna go check on everyone. I'm gonna hang out with you for a bit. I've got some shopping to do. But I think while I still have the drive, that it's best if I get to doing this soon.
Are you sure this is what you want to do?
Don't want to get into the nitty-gritty of it, but like I said, we're there. She took everything from me, and I will repay her in kind.
Any other announcements made during this dinner?
No.
I will say, if everyone's going their own way, we're hoping the bar will be open in soon time. I'm gonna go home first, but the city's gonna let us open our bar. I'm almost can guarantee it.
I mean,
But-
I'm gonna say I'm gonna speak to the council as much as I can.
I think saving Ruby Blair's life is enough.
That's true too. See, I told you she owes us. But friends and family are always welcome here. I hope everyone knows that.
Don't worry, Savannah. I know I'll always have a place at the books and brew, just as you guys will always have a place with me.
Candles at this dinner slowly are snuffed out. The smell of food is still lingering within the air, but it's not as savory as you guys are completely fed, full. Something cooked by hand and love. Head back upstairs, and having that final feeling of letting all out your intentions and future goals, at least immediately. I've been out there. You all sleep for the day. Vera, you wake up. You have your own tasks to carry out. You walk over to, well, maybe you want to describe what you do.
She slips a letter both to Sav and to Rolly. And she didn't know all these people were going to be here, but, you know, as quietly as she can, because she's not a quiet person. Maybe without the armor. She takes the armor off and then puts it back on down the stairs.
I'm curious, real quick. I have to say this. When was the last time we've seen Vera without her
Without her
armor?
armor.
This entire
You've seen
dinner,
it, yeah,
no
you-
armor.
she's-
It's weird.
Had none this time.
So weird.
Even weirder, she's in a dress again. When was the last time we saw that?
It's been a while. I think she kind of, before she leaves them though, she's just like, she probably has Torres, because I feel like Torres wakes up early and trains, like all those crazy Troop 14 members probably do. Helps her bring the bodies downstairs. I think oh no, she did bring, I did say I was gonna bring Igno. Brings the 3 down. And she slips both of them a letter. She goes to Mary and tells her where she's going, that she's gonna go home.
Mary, being the older of everyone here, is definitely up at the crack of dawn,
Because that's what she does.
like most grandmas are.
She is like the mom of this campaign. Not even like Vera's mom is the mom of this campaign. Like, she is the mama.
Mhm.
And tells her that I will be back eventually. Probably, hopefully, in a few days. I'm going home and I need to fix this.
Be safe. When you see my boy, give him a good hug for me.
I will.
She
Hopefully,
brings you in for a hug.
I
Kisses
hug
your
her.
cheek. Puts a hand sort of on the cheek and sort of just lets you rest and sort of does that thing of wants to look at you. Drinking a loved one in.
I forget I look a little different now. I haven't really adjusted to that.
I like it.
You like it?
I do. You look very angelic. And did you already mention what you're doing to get there?
Oh, yes. I will do Word of Recall.
Recall. Bright yellow light just fills the first story of the Books and Brew as you and the bodies are teleported. Where do you end up?
In my house, probably. I think it's more of like behind, like where the garden is, like that garden area that we've talked about a few times, like that my mom's in, or mom likes to go in. So I feel like that would not destroy the house when she does this.
So we're gonna play a little bit with the time here, but Vera, you're the first one to wake up. You do all this. You teleport back to Merigard behind the Caesar's Bounty. During the next few days, what is your intention?
She's going to try and bring those 3 back.
And what
think-
is the plan to do so?
I think we talked about resurrection.
Resurrection? With who?
Because it's not been enough time to do divine intervention, I don't think. First and foremost, her brother. If her siblings and other, like her family is there. I know my dad has like a teleport spell,
Yeah.
but I don't know if he used it.
I would say literally like maybe you left the Books and Brew kind of early in the morning.
Oh yeah, she's an early riser.
And he doesn't arrive until maybe midday.
Okay.
The family, like the Kavads, rush over to you, your mother, Dahlia, who's currently holding the baby Trudy, gives you a hug and kiss. Tears are shed. Hands are held. As the scene in front of them is...
Well, I put the other 2, like, I think the goal was to kind of, I don't want to say put them away, but like kind of put people respectffully in the
Store them.
basement so they're not just like out.
Yeah.
And they are preserved like through the magic that Vera and Gina Lee's done to them. But I mean, she keeps Bosun wrapped. She's doing with the intention of making like an altar of his things, or things that we remember him by. But that's the intention, because when she brought back Zima, she knew that it was really hard to do. So she doesn't know what this is going to be like if it's successful.
You begin to pull a lot of the important, objects and materials that...
I like to put that drow poster there, even though it's half naked, but I roll it up just for
I figured as
laughs.
much. I was about to get there. Certainly wrapped up, maybe inside out, so that way it's
So
not
you won't see it.
eyesore.
Yeah.
Um,
She probably laughs a little bit at that, even though it's a sad moment.
you look up at Merigard once again. The large canopy blots out most of the sun, and the light that you do get here are from some soft arcane lights, with the occasional beam of sun that does creep through the swaying trees. As you start to cast the spell, Resurrection, you can feel the warmth of the sun above you, and it's not until you look up that you do see some of the trees have parted slightly as the sun starts to give a soft illumination within your area. You can close your eyes, and that feeling of closing your eyes in the daylight, you can still see
The
that sort
white.
of white pinkish hue of your own eyelid. You start to see almost like a shadow start to appear within that vision, and it starts as a dot, and so it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and this dot starts to become a little more humanoid and detailed until finally it almost looks like a hand is reaching out. What do you do?
I reach out.
You reach out. And you can see almost like a silhouetted hand of your own through your eyelids, grabbing it. And as you pull, you are not in that position, like motion. You are still sitting, praying. And as you open your eyes, the sunlight goes away. And it's a long 12 seconds or so. Until finally you start to see the chest of Bosun.
I think when I do this, though, given the repercussions of that spell, I think Vera kind of probably has a natural glow to her, given that what she signed up for. I think it's kind of diminished because after this, I can't cast any magic at all.
Yeah. The light, the sunlight that has been taken away by the canopy, you've never felt so cold. And you almost look up hoping to feel the warmth of the sun again, and it's not there. And for the remainder of your recovery period, you will not feel the sun's warmth. But that feeling has returned or pushed into your brother, who opens his eyes and almost like
Half
in a
awake.
daze.
I think I lean over and whisper in his ear, "Tag, you're it."
He just puts an arm around your shoulder and brings you in. Thank you, V. Thank you. Did you do it?
Yeah. Not without repercussions, obviously.
Isn't it always like that? What happened to you? You look bad.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Yeah. You feel cold. What happened?
I had to give over some of my warmth.
And just as you're talking that, you both feel arms around you as your father, your sisters, and your mother have just brought you in. Yeah, the Vosen family.
The Vosen family.
The Kavad family with Vosen with you.
We're confused.
Got my sentences mixed up, but essentially with Vosen back, the Kavad family is returned. With the other bodies, as you start to maybe reenact the spell or try different means.
Well, the purpose of that was not going to be... They were going to be in the days to follow. I wasn't
Yeah.
going to try and do them all
Well,
one day.
again, we're in a timey-wimey moment. Igno does not return.
Okay.
Unfortunately, whatever damage was sustained to him from the initial abduction was unreachable. I assume after some, again, timey-wimey sharing this news with his family.
I think she would do that in person.
Yeah.
She wouldn't just send a message.
I think, again, sort of mixing up events, they would ask you to perform the ceremony. Of course, everyone within the Three Griffins and family is invited as you all attend the official funeral of Igno, the Bright. Not accounting for the light that he brought, but more of the wisdom that he had, the intelligence. Words are said. Roman specifically is devastated as he was his teacher.
I think I asked Roman, do you have a name yet? Like him, like a chosen name?
I don't. I don't know if I want one.
Why?
I don't know. Just doesn't feel right.
Why don't you take up his?
He kind of motions his hand as shadowed magic sort of emits. Kind of doesn't really fit the motif. No? Besides, Roman...
I take this conversation is happening at the funeral.
Yeah, and you guys are all there.
Oh, okay.
He goes,
You
and
could twist it a bit.
Roman the Dark kind of sounds scary.
Don't do that.
No.
You know, I think brightness comes in many, many forms. It doesn't have to be literal.
You're not
And
wrong.
while you think that Home in the Dark might be a bad choice, maybe you should consider what it really is. Roman the Bright.
You know,
Maybe you're the light in the shadow.
roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
I give
I am so smart. I am super
Put
smart.
some guidance over there.
The light in the
Sprinkle
shadow.
it.
Technically, there is no shadows without light.
Fantastic. The persuasion, you said, right?
Persuasion.
Okay, so it's gonna be a flat roll. So 23.
23. Oh, let's play around with it. Sure. Let's see how it feels for a bit. I'll use it, but I don't want to marry it. Well, we'll see how it goes.
That's fair.
Yeah. Amber. Oh, go on.
Oh no, I was gonna say Vera would give like a token to the wife of,
Yeah.
like herself or something she made, of just, if you ever need anything, call me. Be here in a flash.
It's a lovely, especially with the backing of the domain, considering he was one of the chosen. It's a lot of money was put into this, so it's very lovely service. Umber, through some days, your magic returns, Vera, is brought back as well. His soul was not as readily damaged. And though he's already retired from Kingdom events, he goes to you and goes, well, maybe it's safer if me and the family decide to travel. Maybe somewhere different than the capital.
Maybe somewhere quiet.
I know you're a worldly type. Any suggestions?
That's a good thing. Ugh. Somewhere quiet but nice. I feel like she's visited a lot of places, but it was very chaotic. I mean, Marigar is not so bad. You know where to find me.
I might give that place a try. I've been to Marigar before. Where did your friend say he's from?
Which one?
The Rowley, Barnwell.
Oh, Blinton?
I might give that a try.
It's got
Little-
some good bread bowls. Rolling in the background going. Oh, it's also very freaking humid there, so if you don't like to sweat.
Darling, I was built with some sort of infernal heat.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Okay. Is his wife also a tiefling?
No, she's human.
She may not like it. Just saying, I'm not trying to get on her bad side. I think I might already be on the bad side given this whole.
You know, that's a fair assessment. The funny thing is that she slept numerous nights next to me, and she told me I run like a furnace, so if she can survive this many years with me sleeping next to her, hopefully she can survive blending, but I'll go ahead and talk to her.
Hey, light linen clothes, things stick.
Oh, maybe we'll go shopping. That'll be a great excuse if she ever want to go shopping.
Hey. Thank you.
Thank you. You're a good kid, V.
I think I'm technically older than you, but thanks.
You might got years on me.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of things said about experience. Though nowadays, I think maybe you have me beat on that too.
I wouldn't recommend the fast forward experience.
Well, hopefully you don't need to experience anything like that anymore.
I think I'm gonna take a nice break after a little while.
That sounds fine. Well, you'll know where to find me. Take care of yourself.
I'll bring a nice cold towel.
I'd appreciate it. Eventually, as you mentioned before, you do return to the Books and Brew through numerous days. Give your time to relax, some clarity. We're sort of switching back again. It's a bit timey-wimey. Vera, you woke up first. Savannah, you wake up next. And as you wake, Rolly's asleep next to you, on the bed, snoring. But Vera's gone.
Profusely.
Yeah, but Vera's gone. But there's a feeling of warmth on your forehead.
Oh yeah, I kissed both of you guys before I left.
On
the
sort
forehead,
of like
with the little letter.
imprinted ray of sunlight and daylight on your forehead. You know that Vera's safe, but you have some tasks to complete as well. Within the secret bar of the Raven's Kiss, you enter, seeing Richard waiting for you. Sort of feeling that arcane energy as you leave the elevator. You see a cut across the beak of your Richard, and he goes, "Come, let's discuss and talk. Agent."
I don't know if I like this title, but fine.
It'll grow on you.
Formal.
We don't have to be formal all the time. What tasks do you want to complete, Savannah, within the Raven's Kiss within the next few days? And,
Next few days here?
you have the full facility of not only your carpet, but also the Nexus, if you ever feel like using it. Who do you visit immediately?
I need to go home.
Okay. You visit the family, the tribe, for a few days to connect and reconnect. They are at Arrowfield. Quick jaunt from Attagate as you currently use the Nexus and then fly your way towards Arrowfield, the large mountains causing almost like a shadowed covering and protection over the city that was once overgrown by spore and fungus. You connect with your family again. Your mother specifically is the type to, she's very handsy, and is that type of like where you come and she meets you, she kind of does that whole like, are you safe, are you okay?
Okay, Mom, I'm good. I promise I'm good.
You see there's less energy in her as she's experienced the same thing. You know, she was up in the tower, so it's less of like, tell me what happened and more of, I'm just glad you're safe.
How have you been since you've gotten back?
Oh, Chad, the family's been keeping me safe, and nice folks here have been very kind, and I haven't been good. And she immediately starts to cry, and just sort of hugs you tightly. I was like, you go through this every day.
I mean, sometimes.
How? Why?
Because I hear his voice in my head. I have too much of my father in me.
And the subject of your father is brought up. Do you tell her?
I tell her.
She holds you tightly. Still, again, recovering from this traumatic experience. In her eyes, she looks towards you. There's a clear feeling of regret. But she holds you tightly and whispers in your ear, "We're family, kitten. Family cares for each other. Family loves one another. Family looks out for another. But your family can be anything you want. He made his choice. But that's okay. Because look at you. You've turned to a fine woman, Savannah. You made the right choice. And you are then, in a flash, accosted by your brothers and sisters. Smaller ones gripping at your legs. Shiva, fully arm around you. I would say timey-wimey with this type of motif. You do see a familiar face as Zulia.
Wrong one. Wrong
Zima.
sister. I know I have 5 million.
Oh, this is the only party that's had so many damn family members. Zima is not like hugging you, but like kind of awkwardly now comes out of a corner from another room, just sort of like, I've been here. I don't know how to dress myself.
Oh. You know, your sister, did you go see your sister yet?
I think at this moment,
Probably.
yeah. What was her voice? I think she was more stoic. She's like, yes.
Julia's the dingbat. Zima's the stuff.
Well, Zima's the stoic one.
Yes. The one we never thought was going to get nobody.
Yes, I have seen Vera. She's currently with Uthiel.
That makes sense. Sheba, how would you like to spend more time with your girlfriend?
Shut up, Savannah.
That's not a way to talk to a woman offering you a job.
Job.
So we might be opening another location, and the other location might be in Maryguard. So you can bounce between the two.
There's a clear
It's
excitement from both of them. Okay.
And and as your boss, I think you should talk nicely because I control your schedule.
Immediately, they turn to one another and start to whisper. There is like a mixture of, do we work with family? Is this a good idea? Of course it's a good idea. But do you know your sister? Yeah, of course I know. And there's like, because there's still that little bit of sibling, argumentative relationship that happens between you and your sister. Until finally, every other Saturday off.
Well, this is where part 2 come in. Noah!
Yeah?
Come here!
Yeah?
You want a job too?
I don't have to be a runner?
If you don't want to.
I don't want to be.
So you get to take her Saturdays off.
Okay. Not even asking what it is.
I don't want to be a runner. Whatever it is, something else.
What? You didn't like running? The freedom, the fresh air, the people.
I get a lot of like burrs in my fur. It sucks.
Oh, sweetie. You just get used to them and you just brush them off. No?
But yeah, Noah's definitely interested.
Just like, no. No life.
It's all.
So we are deciding on Summer's Fury for the second bar. That slowly has its own opening as it starts to be built in the sort of western side of the city, kind of like the opposite end of the Season's Bounty. So it is a soft little jaunt across town, but it's not too bad. How does it look? What does the Summer's Fury look like?
So, what I remember most about Maryguard is the sunlight and the canopy. So I can imagine kind of like it's your tavern, but the roofing is like leafing over, and there's like vines of like, be a cute one, like honeysuckle dripping over it.
Okay.
What else would be? And there's ideas of summer flowers, but yet there's going to be a burst of like colorful flowers you find in summer. So maybe tropical flowers.
after some days, well, it doesn't take days. It takes maybe a month or so for this bar to open. With the help of Cyrus, sort of leading a lot of the community here, it has the largest opening that Maryguard's ever seen in a while, of a grand opening, filled to brim with customers. Few days prior to the opening, definitely Moscow sits with you, Savannah. Looks over to your brother, Noah, and goes, "Creative type? Would you say he is?"
I think he is. He's, like I said, quiet, shy, needs a little push. But I think he's creative.
All right. I think I have an idea. Noah, was it? Yes?
Sad.
Noah?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. It's openings in a few days. I totally get it. It's gonna be a wild time. Noah, let's have a talk. Have you ever thought of what's your favorite animal? And he starts to talk to him, trying to get creative drink names out of your brother. Rolly, you wake up, and immediately as you look towards your companions, you're alone. You feel the warmth of a kiss on your forehead.
I feel like his letter's literally tucked in his collar because she really wanted Rolly to read.
Have we? And you've already discussed what the letter is.
I haven't discussed with either of them what it says.
Okay, do you want to do that now?
I'll wait to see what he does.
I'd like to add something if I can.
Sure.
Knowing that like I end up sharing a room with Savannah, I wake up and seeing myself waking up alone, there's a tad just overwhelming feeling of loneliness.
I'll say, yeah, and that's interjected a little bit as there's a point where your eye, and it's hard to miss. Not the letter, but you do feel something in your chest, like beneath your shirt. But a lot of things are happening. You see that no one's in the room, except one person who's standing by the doorway. As you see a travel-ready Gina Lee, who's leaning against the archway going, "Well, like, come on, handsome. Where to first?"
Morning.
Good morning.
Sorry, it's been yeah. Yes.
Well, get ready. I'm gonna make you some coffee. We're gonna get it all situated, and we're gonna go traveling.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
She heads into the Arcane elevator.
You can start feeling a little bit of Gina Lee like bursting out of Rolly.
Yeah.
Because this is something he's always wanted for quite some time. And then like as he starts stumbling around, like just hopping off the bed, he feels something. Okay.
Itchy paper.
Roll it up.
So what's in these papers? These notes?
To Rolly in particular. Oh man, I'm gonna cry.
Or you can just send it to me and I'll read it in Rolly's voice.
Well, no, I didn't write it out. I pulled a mic and wrote keywords.
Well, can't help you
Because
there.
then this recap would be like 5 pages.
Oh, I believe in you.
You know what's funny? I will say this. I will president this. When I made this character, Mike's like, "You're not an emotional person. How the hell are you going to do this on stream?" And then I got pregnant, and this happens every time now. So it's
Surprise.
fitting. It's fitting that I made Mira this way. Just that while she would follow you anywhere, clearly she has followed you anywhere, she can't make this particular journey with you this time. And it's not because anything bad. She's been where you've been. I think she knows it the most out of the group. And she proceeds to tell you that she truly understands why you want to wipe Evergrey's memory from the earth. But to learn from our mistakes that are made in history, sometimes you have to leave them there so others don't repeat. But when you're ready, she'll be there for you. And just remember that this is your journey of grief, but clarity will come in time. And that she loves you.
What's in?
a overwhelming sense of, again, that same loneliness from before. Just it sinks in slowly, but then as the letter progresses, it kind of fades off and starts tempering into a feeling of compassion and understanding, and then eventually love.
There's a roller coaster right there.
Well, it's a big thing to read the first thing you do when you wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it? Am I reading it right? Because I'm half awake.
So
Did I read that right?
I forgot about the letter. So what does Savannah say?
Sam's isn't as sad. I think, I mean, it is and it isn't, but to make the point about Savannah's dad, I think that's one thought that Vera feels in a way bad because she got to keep her father out of this group. But you don't get to choose your parents in life. You do get to choose your chosen family, and he didn't deserve you. But that she would love to actually get to meet Savannah's family because she's only met Sheba once or twice. And she's only seen your mom through the time we rescued her. So she would like to sit and spend some time and actually see what your family's like, and that you'll always be a part of hers.
So, Rolly, a few things happen. As you get ready for travel, meeting Gina Lee downstairs and having your cup of coffee, I would assume, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, the first place is London, home. And a few things hit you. One, a realization that it's going to be a long travel because you need Savannah to travel through the Nexus, and Word of Recall is with Vera. However, an arm wraps around your arm, and a teleportation spell is used through Gina Lee. I don't know how you guys did it. You all have ways to travel quickly now.
By accident.
I mean, story worked out that way.
Yeah. And it's only within a blink of an eye that you go back to Blinton, outside of your own farmhouse. There you can see currently actually shoveling manure and putting it into a pile into a wheelbarrow to move to across the fields is your brother Arad, and sitting on the porch reading a book is your brother Kat. Kat, the first one to notice, locks eyes with you. You just hear that like nervous energy from, a young preteen of, "Hey, Rad." And he kind of looks up and without words just bum rush you and knock you to the ground. Both of them.
Oh, so many emotions rushing through Rolly right now. Just a subtle hint of relief, really. That's being superly overpowered by just love and family, and then of course in the back of it all, the twinge of pain.
There's an empty space felt in this home. But you spend your weeks here, as intended. Spend the much needed time with your brothers. Arad is still improving himself, Kat as well. Even Gina Lee is taking interest in Kat, noticing sort of the latent arcane abilities that this boy has, and sort of looks to you, Rolly, and goes, "So I'm thinking maybe," and sort of looks to Kat and sort of keeps you two in the conversation. "I don't know, maybe like after you graduate, Kat, maybe I can teach you a few things." He kind of like, "Yeah, of course. There's so much like more things you can learn through magic that are just like beyond the books."
take a moment and I look at Arad as this is all taking place, and I have like a kind of like a humble heart to heart with him. I kind of just nudge him and I nod in the direction of Kat and Gina Lee, and I say, "You remember when we tried to stop him from all this? Do you remember when we tried to keep him from this?"
We don't know what magic can do around, especially with all the stuff that we have here. We have livestock.
Look at him.
He's getting so good at it.
Truly, he's his father's son.
I was here when the light took him. And I would assume at this point you've already shared the information. He kind of puts an arm around you and goes, "Nobody should have seen what you saw. And I know you might be out more worldly than I am now, but I'm still your older brother, and I'm going to tell you right now that it's okay. Right? It's okay."
You know, it still haunts me.
I would imagine
I-
so.
Walking into that room with a mission in place, ready to save everyone, you know? Stumbling upon his lifeless body. Knowing that, as powerful of a man as he was, used like a tool and discarded. I failed him.
No. No, you didn't fail him. You didn't fail any of us. Dad,
Why does it feel like I did?
it's because he was a good man. If he was any less, we wouldn't care.
All I ever wanted to do is just show him that we'll be okay.
Come.
Show him that after everything he did for us, after all the struggles he put us through and all the things we accomplished, that we'll be fine once he was gone. And I never even got my chance.
He taps your shoulder with his. Goes, "Come upstairs, follow me." And you head upstairs into his office. Papers strewn about. I'm sorry about the mess. It's going to take me some time to learn the ledgers. But there was one thing I ran across when, I don't know, I kind of went into a panic because I didn't know where he went. So I figured maybe there's something here that could tell me. You see he finds a will. Leaving half the farm to both you and Arad, and decreeing that a good portion of income would be supplemented to Kat's education. He had a plan for us. He knew. It's not fair how he was taken, but he knew he was leaving soon. But he kind of reaches into one of the closets here, pulls out an old worn jacket stained with dirt and soot, and it's your father's jacket back when he was actually mobile. Slips it on you. Dust a little bit. You see a little bit of dust comes out. Goes, "Jesus, Dad, clean your shit." Kind of pulls you away. And the jacket itself, it's that sort of navy blue, like a worker man's jacket, sort of heavy and thick. If it was any worse quality, it'd basically be like rough leather. Like it's like that stuff that you would find where it's like the heavy, it weighs a bit. So he kind of puts it on you. Navy blue across the arm, a bit of sort of that elbow patch for work, sort of like the stuff that you'd have to have there, a bit of leather on that.
Oh, the good stuff.
Yeah. It's old, but he puts it on you. Just don't rip it. But I think it looks good on you. That way, we all have something. Because I know you're not the... Not anymore. Doesn't seem like you're much of the Homestead's type. But I don't want you leaving without a piece. This is your home, Rolly.
I look at it. I'm assuming we have a mirror somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I look at it through the mirror, examine it, the fit, how it kind of just rests on my body, almost as if it found a home, a new home. And I'm gonna breakingly say to Arab, do you think he would have been proud of me?
Rolly, this man said 2 words to me in maybe the span of 3 days. He doesn't talk much. So I need to at least stress that much when I say he's mentioned he told me he's proud of you. And you know when he says any sort of words, that means a lot. Yeah, he's proud of you.
I'm proud of you too, Arab.
Thanks, bro. I'm trying.
Come a long way too.
All right. Punches you in the shoulder. Come on, let's finish dinner. You head back downstairs. After some time with the Barnwells, with the help of Gina Lee, you are teleported to Cleveland City, meeting up with Rita and Harvey. They both embrace you within sort of the courtyard next to the Colosseum. Small discussion, small talk of how crazy this whole events were. Getting a check on your feelings. How are you doing? Getting a check on you. Gina Lee next to you, sort of, experiencing all this. I need you to make me a perception check.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That is going to be a 29. I think that is one of the highest perception rolls I've rolled thus far.
Which is perfect for this moment. Behind some of the trees and bushes, a pair of eyes stare down intently at you. You sort of clock it off your peripheral, and you have to sort of slightly turn your head to get a better view. Tiny black eyes, curly black hair, wild, crazed, obsessive look.
Oh no. I noticed this as I'm talking.
And just as you clock it, you hear this and you can react. You hear, "Darling, why?" Screaming from the opposite end of the courtyard as she makes herself known and starts to race towards you.
Gina Lee, help.
Rolly, who the fuck is that?
I'll explain later, help.
Kind of tilts ahead and at her as she's still trying to make her way towards you. It'll be some time for her to get to you. And she goes, "Who the fuck is that?"
Don't piss off that woman.
How far is she from me?
She's like imagine a stadium wise. It's gonna take her a minute to get to you.
Oh, okay, good. I actually have time. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was like in a bush, maybe like 20 feet or so, and she
You
was
rolled
now
a
like
high perception.
Okay, so this actually helped. Great. I'm gonna tell her. So, do you? Before I met you, I used to, fight in these coliseums, and I made a name for myself. The first time I ever brought Vera and Savannah, there was this one girl who got a little too attached. We never did anything. I never went out with her. She just exists, and I try to ignore her.
Oh,
but
fuck no.
help me out here.
I did not survive an all-powerful lich for someone to ogle over my man.
Help!
Rolly, darling. She kind of like turns slowly towards her, like her head, and goes, "Shh, no more words. I'm just gonna have a little chat." And at this point, you can hear the screams of "That airheaded bimbo can't love you like I can," as she's currently making her come closer.
She gonna die.
Oh no!
Or go catatonic.
You feel something grip your butt as Gina Lee smacks you and goes, "This," grabs your ass. "This ass is mine." And the sudden tone shift sounds familiar, Rolly, as this abrasive and boldness sounds a bit like you. Each time you think of this ass, she waves her hand and starts to conjure something with arcane symbols until she hurls a small blue orb the size of a dime and hits Betty as she starts to stop her gait and goes on all fours and is like, and you see that black hair curls start to turn white and they start to grow on her shoulders, on her back, on her arms, her legs, her fingers, and her hands and her feet start to become like almost hard as rocks as it, and you see her face starts to elongate to that of the shape of a sheep. Every time you think of his ass, you eat grass. Understand that? And you hear, "Brr."
Oh no! Oh no! I look to Harvey as all this is happening, and I'm gonna say like,
"That's your girl. That's yours."
"Help!"
Nope. You're on your own.
Oh God! Help!
Make a note for myself. Don't date wizards.
Am I in the wrong here?
Come on, Rolly.
Did I mess up?
You hear a sharp response as Gina Lee grabs your butt again. And you go, "Come on!"
Ah! You just see him doing the little you see this huge man, 7 foot something tall. Like he goes from this giant, intimidating beast to this docile kitten.
The day progresses, and unfortunately, and I know you wrote this in your thing, Steve, but unfortunately, Gina Lee's never been to Ironside's Island. However, there's nothing like a bit of adventuring and some seafaring boarding that isn't past you guys. Really quick, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but Ironside isn't there when you reach his mountainous arena. However, you do notice, even with the initial sort of the built-in rivalry that most dragons have with one another, there is a slightly amethyst-covered golden statue to honor the fallen. We're gonna bounce around here. Savannah. Conversation with Roman on how to continue your relationship is had here and there. Eventually you do meet him during these sort of beginning days. Where would Roman meet you?
So if it's in a few days, I'm just gonna be back and forth between places. I'll eventually we'll probably have to meet each other at the Books and Brew.
The dancer, thin, muscle form of Roman races towards you as he sort of sees you out in the open of the Books and Brew. A large, bounding colored polar bear, races behind him. The moment his arms meet yours, the introverted and reserved and calm Roman picks you up, spins you a full 360, kisses you deeply while you feel weightlessly. And it's not until then do you notice that a fly spell was cast and he sort of lifted you up. Begins to float you down. When we got disconnected, I had no clue what happened. I was worried.
I don't have words for everything that happened. I'm just glad it's done.
I think.
Um,
Oh yeah, go for it.
we need to talk.
Sure.
Every man knows those words.
Yeah, there's a bit of a swallow. Like, sure.
I like our relationship. I kind of enjoy the whole we respect each other, but we know when we're with each other in our time. Until you found out my big secret. And now I'm still scared shitless. And I know you say you understand and I'm safe with you, and I fully trust you with that. I just put a whole lot of people at risk.
That is a complication. As you see from one of the shadows, your Richard steps out. That is a complication. Our doctrine can allow perhaps the one-time use of emergency of our services, but the fact that you are of domain, the chosen program makes things difficult. Our intelligence informed us that you lot got debriefed. Our intelligence informs that you lot, the chosen, get debriefed after each mission. On the rare occurrence, divination magic is used. It might be too much of a risk. We might be found out because of you. And because of motions to you and Savannah. Or Savannah and Roman. Because of this. It might only be a problem if you remain a chosen.
You're not going to kill him, right?
No.
That was an awful long pause on that. No, I'd just like to
It's
know.
not off the table.
Essentially, there is an ask here. Do you want Roman to stop being a chosen?
That is a huge thing for me to ask, but would you stop being a chosen to protect us?
I mean, my entire life was, since childhood, trained up to be what I am now.
But you also always questioned it. What is it that you want?
I don't want to be like Igno.
I mean, he was a chosen, but he was also a man that lived by his own rules. You have the ability to shape this any way you see fit. But I'm already put them at risk. This can't continue if you stay a chosen.
There's a hard moment. You could almost feel like the shadows that surround him sort of still sinking down. It's hard. I don't want to lose you, but I don't want to lose what I've gained.
What if I can offer you something?
He waits.
Richard,
Yes.
how would you like a chosen for your case, Agent of Chaos?
It would be the first time, but I wouldn't be against it.
I look at the Roman and I'm like, you could join us.
Give me a few days. Let me think it through.
Heart sunk.
Now I need to ask you, Savannah. A few days are going to pass without any contact. Well, you would assume to be any contact with Roman. Do you honestly think that you would stay out, like not visit him?
What do you mean?
Like, there is essentially a non-spoken thing here that he's going to be by himself to think, and there's no specified time how long that's going to take. But for you, Savannah, as you're currently dealing with your own business and setups, your mind will eventually fade over to the thought of Roman and him still thinking. Do you think you would visit him, or would you give him his space?
I would give him his space. To fill up the time instead, I will be pestering the hell out of Leon.
Yeah, Leon's taking it, obviously, sort of like, I'm getting everything set up. We'll find someone ready for your bar. We'll find something, it's fine.
Master, I need somebody like you, but less annoying.
All right.
Do you think I messed up? Wait, do you think I messed up? Was this a bad choice? I don't know what I'm doing.
He's an adult. I don't know what to tell you.
How do you do this on the daily?
It's a lot of HR management.
This is why I don't date.
It's a lot. You don't ever dip your pen in the company ink.
It wasn't supposed to be company ink.
Turns out it was like
tattoos.
it turns out it was a competitor's ink.
The ink was beautiful though.
I would like to mention just real quick, at the end of Rolly's letter, it says, P.S. for the love of God, you better marry Gina Lee.
One night, Savannah, as you're resting in the Books and Brew, the shadows around you start to grow. As the presence and force can be felt around something familiar and warm. Do you invite the shadow?
Because you said familiar and warm, yes.
You feel Roman fully embrace you after maybe 2 weeks of time of thought. Holding you from behind. There's no decision just yet, but a night of passion is had. And this little bit of cat and mouse game continues for some time. However, one night you were left a letter that reads, 5 years of service is ahead of me. I can choose to extend it, like Roman and the rest of the chosen before me. But I choose to live happy. After my service, will you feathered friends accept me?
I take the letter to Richard. Is this fine?
No words, just nods.
I just hug his beak. Yes, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The bird. Of course, of course. Who am I to break up someone who saved one of my best members? His family. Our view zooms out. The planet of Aduna spins. Rapidly. Till it rotates all around the sun. A full year has passed. Our idea of solid events begin to fade and melt. Regardless of the order, the following events did happen. While things are all happening in this year, you all receive a missive from Uthiel. Vera, you're not actually with Uthiel at this moment, as currently you're overseeing the construction of a particular cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And ensuring certain arcane wards are put in its place to keep its location hidden. But you receive a missive from your husband.
Okay.
Savannah, during one of your various missions to Varsal, a guard you notice is looking for a woman called Cat, with a description that matches yours, and it doesn't take you too long to slip a finger into the pocket of the guard to see that it is a missive for you, although with your alias's name.
You chose that missive, but you chose that Savannah. That's
Rolly,
on you.
You and Gina Lee have been exploring Mostead for the past year, looking for lost libraries, getting into trouble along the way. And while her shop is no longer offering the very powerful and interesting magical items that it once had, her simulacrum are doing just well enough to provide the standard magical things and affairs you would expect from a magical shop. Find you in the kingdom, enjoying some drinks, with Gina Lee as 4 soldiers enter the tavern. They look around, lock eyes with you. Mr. Barnwell! Sort of saunter over to your location, hand you the papers. Your presence is requested at Castle Caspin immediately.
Oh,
It's a request from the head of Military Oversight Board, the head of the Military Oversight Board, Boardmaster Kane.
all right. Interesting. Is this a single affair, or can I bring a +1?
Is a request of your presence, only, Mr. Barnwell. If you'd like, we can provide housing and board for your friend. Mrs.?
Be right back.
I'm gonna look over at Gina Lee and I'm gonna say, kind of hard to refuse something like this.
Totally fine. Let's go back to the capital. I can spend some time on the first layer. Shop around. I can maybe look at some of the books and libraries that are there.
All right, sounds good to me then. I'll look back at the garden and say, all right, when do we need to be there?
Immediately, we have a carriage for you outside.
Oh, the royal service, huh? All right.
During this year, maybe I should wait. I'm not sure if Amber's here. I'll repeat a little bit for her when she finally gets back. But during this year, Uthiel has accepted the role of the head of the Military Oversight Board. Having some key figures, having the help of key figures allows Uthiel some breathing room to ensure that the kingdom's service and their force are clean and focus on outside threats, but also helping those within. Rest is pretty important, so I think we're going to take a quick baby break. Oh. Yes, we will. See you guys in a second. And we're back. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I've already given Amber sort of the lowdown of what happened with Uthiel within the last year. He's become, he's accepted a role as the head of the Military Oversight Board. As I mentioned before, having numerous key figures underneath him allows him a lot more breathing room, flexibility. He can actually leave the castle and the capital and spend time with his wife and his friends. But when his services are called, he can definitely either rely on those underneath him or he can handle it himself.
Let's be real. We know what that man does. He goes over there his damn self.
He does.
Probably.
Definitely does so. You guys are brought into the familiarity of Castle Caspin, the gardens and the sort of the almost fey-like translucent creatures that sort of roam the garden themselves. And you're brought into the actual castle itself, taking a quick left on the first floor and making your way sort of further down the castle itself into sort of like the back area where you are brought to a strangely familiar, though different looking now, room. You were brought into Lily's old room, now converted, cleaned and redecorated. The first time you've been here since many years ago at this point.
I feel like Vera's probably been here, but she makes a point not to come into this room.
Yeah. This was sort of the open space that the crown was able to give Uthiel. He had to accept it because it was like the only available non-use office within the castle grounds. So he's currently kind of telling a lot of the staff here to clean up and fix everything. He doesn't want.
Wasn't his fake grave in that room?
No, it was in the garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
With all the animals.
Bright smile from Uthiel as he sees you. Rolling Savannah. It's probably been a while. He's been seeing Vera a lot more often now, and he goes, Rolly, Savannah, how have you guys been?
This has been a great. Cat, you really sent them out for mine based off that name?
I didn't know if you were still going on incognito.
At this point, the Summer's Fury is open at this point, right?
Yeah, at this point.
Vera's not mad at the name. I know that's what you wanted, but no, she's not mad at it.
I wanted a little bit of a fight from her, but it's okay. It's like, I own 2 bars. I don't think I can hide very well anymore.
I guess that's true. Yeah, how's the cabin, dear?
Oh, it's coming along.
Oh, good.
Firos is helping.
Oh, good. Right. Well, yeah. Well, and you can see like some of the walls here look like they've been, some of the paint has been stripped, some of the bricks have been undone and redone. There's some clear construction happening within the walls itself. There's a desk in the middle of the chamber. It seems that the bookshelf, sort of the wall-covered bookshelf that was built into the wall itself, has been extended back slightly, so the room is a little bigger. There's several like sconces and plants off in the corner inside, couches and seating areas. So he's sort of redecorating the entire place. He goes, the construction crew finally got to extending the wall and found this, and puts it on the table. And you all look at this. It's a orange painted chip clay. Just a sliver of something. It looks like remnants of red paint on one side, like almost like a line. It's hard to tell. He goes, it's hard to tell what it is because of the size. We've had some of the scholars look at it, but because of its lack of information, it's not really anything to go off of. Does it mean anything to you guys?
What's on it?
It's a orange painted chip clay, and on one side there is almost like a red painted line. I mean, anything belonging to Lily it worries me. So I figured I'd get all of you guys to look at it.
I'd like to roll a history check to see if I know what it is or if I've seen it before.
Yeah, roll me a history check.
I was gonna do the same, but investigation.
Roll me an investigation check.
I was gonna ask if it's not representative of the line that we knew about.
The line?
Like the line and the triangle, the whole bit. Like of that portrait.
Roll me an Arcana check. So we'll go in order for Rolly, your history check.
I think this is perfectly thematic. I rolled a 1.
Okay. You lean over it, kind of give off that air of confidence, and you're like, Nah, I got nothing. And sort of step away.
Give myself
No. I got to keep the air of confidence.
Yeah.
Like, Never seen it before.
You get a tap on the
rolled-
shoulder. It's okay. Savannah.
I rolled a 28.
28. You look at it, not in terms of history or Arcana or anything like that. You look at it in terms of its make and what it could fit in. That investigated brain of yours really starts to heat up as you start to look at it. You look at the actual chip itself. It's a sliver or something, and you get a sense that it's almost belongs to like a clay, maybe a vase.
I was gonna ask, is it a vase, like the vase from the room back in the castle?
And would you get, Vera, with your Arcana check?
23.
23. You get flashes of remembering the vision of a clay pot sitting upon a pedestal with red painted lines and symbols of a phoenix born. Just as that all of you sort of collectively think of this, and Rolly giving the air and going, never mind.
No clue.
The door opens. Boardmaster Kane, we need you to review the new recruits. Go over the next. And he goes, yeah, I got it. Right now, turns to you all. Just stay here. I've kept some of her old books. I haven't had time to review them. Maybe some of that information can help. I gotta go. I'll be back, okay? But tell me what you find out later, okay?
Go handle your business, Mr. Big Shot.
Good luck, guys. Goes in, closes the door. You were left alone in the room.
I think I just reiterate what it's from is like the Phoenix Reborn, but I don't know what that means.
Was
That's-
that the one that was missing, or was that actually one in the room?
The one in the room, I think, was the one that Vera had a vision of, which was like the cracks and like the eyes looking through. But it had already been used, right, Mike?
So a few things, especially with Savannah's role and your role, you remember that there was a missing clay pot from Evergray's museum.
Okay.
And Evergray or some white eye was looking through the hole in your vision, Vera. So you collectively come to that conclusion.
Question is, where's the rest of it?
I'll start skimming through the books just to see, like, I don't know what I'm looking for, but maybe something will pop out at me.
I'll help as well with other books.
Perfect. Would you like to give her advantage or make your own rolls?
Let's go ahead and give her advantage. I'm pretty sure all of this would just fall beyond Rolly's comprehension anyway.
Really, I think what you're doing is you're doing most of the skimming. You're vetting a lot of the books. You're not diving deep into them, but you're like, not this one. This has to deal with architecture. Not this one. This has to deal with something else. You're making it easier for Savannah to do her job. So Savannah, go ahead and make me your investigation check with advantage.
Okay. I roll the same thing. 22.
22. You start to go through the room, through the books, and as you're taking books off shelves and Rolly's helping you along doing that, sort of picking up massive amounts and putting them onto the side, and you're sort of thumbing through them, using your eyes and brain to quickly scan through them. Two things happen. One, as you pull one of the books free, you notice your fur, where your hand is and your wrist, moves slightly. You kind of do this, and you can feel a bit of a breeze. And you start to look further in, pulling some of the rotted wood away from the back of the shelf, and you could see sort of with a light in here shining in, and it's hard because it's only a little small circle. There's emptiness behind, like another room. And as you do so, that's the first thing that happens. As you do so, Vera, you hear in your head, "Summer will die."
I think your hair just flashes red, probably in the instant. Sav, step away from that bookcase. I hope somebody clips that with his ghost.
Oh, that was great.
I mean, I think
because it's the flash of red and she hears that, she just gets kind of nervous and you're like, okay.
Does she recognize the voice at all in her head?
Yeah.
Evergrey or Lily?
It's not the gravel sound of an undead lich. It sounds like the angry whispers of a decorated elf.
I think she says after she tells them to back away, she just says, "It's been a long time, Miss Underwood. I really wanted them to burn this place down."
But
Yeah. No response.
Why didn't she come out from hiding?
Vera saying this to the open. The only one to hear the voice.
I just look at Rolly as like, what's happening?
Is she okay? She's talking to herself, isn't she?
Well, you heard me say Miss Underwood.
She's talking to herself is. I'm scared.
Smack.
Maybe Mage Hand the bookcase if you're gonna keep looking. But right now she's in my head and I thought she was dead.
I'll do one better.
Oh.
I'll walk up to the bookcase and put my hand on it and be like, "Hey, Felix, can you check the next room?"
Can do. Reaches out. You get a sense through Felix's own vision. There's not just a room behind this bookcase. It dips down into the earth, and it continues on beyond the 120 feet that Felix can reach out. Through the vision, you see, I think, the edge of his vision. You see it opens up into a massive cavern, but you could just see the barely edge of it. You see it opens up, whatever this tunnel is, and Felix is brought back. No traps, but it leads down.
I'm gonna send a message to Uthiel.
Okay. You attempt to do so, and as some of you may already understand, within the castle walls there is no magic casted.
Right.
The only reason why Savannah worked is because it's through Felix.
So I hear their conversation. I have no idea what things they're doing magically, or Felix for that matter.
Well,
So-
you would see Felix. You would
Yeah.
see spores come up and go into.
No, but I'm saying I didn't hear what he told
Oh,
you.
good point. Yeah.
Oh,
You don't know the
so
result.
I'm-
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, naturally, this is the castle. We don't have weapons on hand because it's, the castle.
I think he would have let
Uh,
us in here.
You would be let in with your
Yeah,
regular,
given all that's
and especially
happened.
you, Rolly, who just came from adventuring. You probably have it.
I'm
on
like,
close.
I'm a rogue. You swear I take off my weapons.
I'm just in
Yeah.
the highest structure of the land. I don't know if they'll just let us walk right in with weapons, especially characters as decorated as us.
Is there a guard outside the door?
Yeah, you can look outside. There's probably a guard posted a few feet away.
I will poke my head out and tell him, run to Mr. Kane and tell him Miss Underwood is making a new debut and he needs to hurry the hell up. Troops can wait.
I will do my best, ma'am. And he unfortunately can't leave his post, but he ends up calling others to I need you just one of the runners sort of run
Yeah.
a missive.
Run like run like your life depends on it. That's not a threat. That may very well happen.
You sort of put yourself back into the room, closing the door, maybe trying to block off exits. I'm not sure. But as
In my investigation of the bookcase, did I see anything that's like a lever, or was it literally just a hole that I could kind of get a sense there's another room?
there doesn't seem to be any mechanism behind it. You see, it almost get a sense that this was built to fully hide it. This wasn't supposed to be discovered or, entered and exit. This was just to lock something away. And I think, especially with Felix returning, that force, some of that rotted wood, that thin rotted wood, cracks a little further. And you get a better view. It's just a crude stone hallway.
Is it like the Genesis tunnels from the very, very beginning of the campaign?
Yeah, a little bit.
You still want to blow up the bookcase?
Why not?
Yeah, I just get out of Vera's way.
I wasn't gonna do it me. I was gonna suggest her big boy here go to town.
Oh, perfect. I was going to suggest, I don't know, perhaps we should wait for, I don't know, the person we've summoned before we do anything.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'd like to stay on this side of the law for now, if that's okay.
That's fine. We can wait. She did tell me I was gonna die in my head, so that's nice.
Wait, what did she say?
She said Summer must die. That's me. Or Summer will die, excuse me.
You start to feel, or start to see, because it's already sort of daylight. There's enough to see it. There is like a smoke starts to wisp out of that hole.
Ah, crap.
I think you may have to break it down, big man, whether you like it or she does it.
Well, prison, here I come. And then I just start grabbing my axe and I start hacking away at the bookcase.
it's such a weak, it's like the back wood is weak, so you're able to crack through a lot of the shelves and all the books fall. The facade wall.
I need snacks.
I'm giving you snacks, kiddo.
It's like, feed me.
I'm giving you snacks.
Snackies.
So that happens, and you are met with a long hallway. I assume all of you go down it.
I think I'll go down last, only because I'm trying to wait for Uthiel, and I know I can't send a message.
Do you want to wait at this point?
I'll go in first. I hacked it down, so I think it's
Yeah.
fitting.
Oh, right. You're having this conversation. The smoke begins to continue blowing through. All of you take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Fine.
Oh god.
Fun.
Fine.
I think if I can do an action, I will bond with Sav.
You get a sense, all of you, that the more rooms and doors and windows are open, the further the smog is going to spread.
Oh crap. In that case, I'm gonna run to the door and close it.
Okay. Right as the smog pushes, starts to fill. Slowly, what's happening?
We can't cost anyone else.
Let's go.
I'm gonna whisper from like in the hall. We still need to wait for Uthiel.
I don't think we can, Rolly. If this gets out, the other people might be affected.
Ah, crap.
You make your way further down, and a lot of this seems familiar to you, Savannah, as the vision Felix gave you sort of gives you, almost like a deja vu feeling when you start to make steps carefully. Are you going down stealthily or not?
I am charging forward.
Got it. Going with authority. Quickly going past, and because you're not going stealthily, you just take another 4 points of damage as the fog quickly enters your throat. You are met with you exit out of this cavern, this tunnel, and you are met with this circular, wide open space. There seems to be man-made stairs. You're kind of like on the higher level and you're looking down. You can actually see the room itself is so large that you can actually go down to a bottom layer where there is a broken stone slab, 3 pedestals at the very end. One vase has fallen over from the far end pedestal and is cracked, and 2 others are currently stable. There are 2 statues of sort of like a angelic and devil sitting by the statues, sort of not moving, just giving sort of this ominous presence. Beyond that bottom layer is a endless dark chasm. It's unsure how far down it goes. Being this close, because you guys are on the top and all sort of the accoutrement is on the bottom, you can hear the voice. Now all of you hear it. She lied. She lied. But as much as I hate her, you took away my one way to become immortal. All of you and your hand-me-down gifts. Bloodline rage. Magic from thieves. Gifts from gods. No true understanding.
See, we haven't learned from the master's mistakes.
You just hear a crazed laugh. Echoing.
Funny how even
By,
go ahead.
by chance, once we get down to that chasm, am I able to see the source of this like fog?
You can. Yeah. So, Rolly, you and the party head down the stairs towards where you see all the vases are there. The broken vase from sort of further across this stone platform is giving off an immense fog, almost like an endless release of this thing.
Is it? You mentioned it was broken.
It was broken.
Does it look like a piece we just came across would fit?
It may take you time to fixate it, but the coloration seems right.
What if I cast mending?
You would have to get to it to start casting mending, but that might be an option.
Correct me if I'm wrong. We learned what the ritual did in Evergray's castle, right? Like it's to bring somebody back.
It is essentially a cloning pot.
A cloning pot?
Mm-hmm. And as you start to make your way closer to it, the two other pots, a sliver cuts out. Another one slips out. You guys on edge, grabbing sword, dagger, shield, look around you. An eye peers through one of them. Second one, fingers. More of the clay starts to shatter from all the two pots around you, till finally they come loose in the spindly form of one on your left, a very young but ragged-looking Lily. Can't be more older than 20, 25. Young. Urchin-looking. Someone who lived on the streets. To the right, you see an older Lily, weathered and grayed, malformed and rings underneath her eyes. Something there caught. Almost like terrified, but wide-eyed. You can hear the same voice that's been screaming all this time, laughing. Now you look behind you, standing on the stairwell above. Goes, order will be had. And if Evergray can't bring it, then I shall. I would like everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh boy. You had D4 to your initiative, by the way, Temple. Hey.
Add D4 to my initiative?
Yeah, I actually rolled high. Fitting.
15 for me.
Okay.
30-20.
Okay.
Okay, without the D4, I'm at 18. 21.
21. You guys rolled, I mean, well enough, really high.
Hopefully the last fight. We actually rolled high.
Hopefully the last fight.
Okay, so it'll be Savannah. And it's gonna be meh.
He's like, "Hey,
All right, perfect.
we're
Get
gonna
him, Mom.
win. We're gonna
Get him.
get him."
Let's put you guys on the map.
Here I was thinking it was gonna be a nice, sweet, easy
Yeah,
little
me
stream.
too. Of course not. It's Mike.
Of course not.
Now I know why you said, oh, we might have to wait on this for rest.
Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of that. So, Rolly, you and Savannah were kind of leading the charge. So we'll put you here.
Yeah, I'm at the back.
And Vera was in the back. And let's go ahead and show you guys the map.
Oh, I need to zoom out.
I know, I'm adjusting too.
So it means Lily would be right about there.
Dang. 2 of those versions need some caffeine and like a face mask. All right. Sorry. Something.
Ow.
I think it's funny that you say that. So, first and foremost, Lily, who you've known, at least Vera, to be sort of a single blade fighter, is holding 2 blades at her side.
Oh, we got upgraded.
More than just that. And this Lily, who's actually standing on top, it looks like a fully, like how you remembered her before her demise. Decorated, armored, young and ready. She grabs one blade and goes, catch. Throws the blade, and it stays in midair, wraps around her, and stays at ready, almost like if she was wielding it, but not with her hand. She then takes the second blade. As a bonus action, because it's her turn, she's going to activate her blade song. The blade itself starts to shine and shimmer, vibrate. The other one wraps around, almost covering her sides. As an action, yeah, she's gonna go hard. Let's just go hard. Yeah, you think so? She's going to aim here, 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 and yeah, she's aiming for you too, Vera, more often than not. I need Rolly. I need everyone actually to make me just. Rolly and Savannah. Sorry, Rolly and Vera make me 3 dex saving throws, and Savannah make me 1.
With a D4, so. Okay. 15 for the first one.
13 on the first one.
22 on this. Thanks, D4.
Oh, apologies. It's only all right. Let's start over. It's only one. If you roll well, you can take it, but it's only 1 dex save, and that will be just for Rolly and Vera.
Okay.
I already rolled the second one. I like that one better.
There's some spells I haven't used in a while, so.
I also rolled the second one and I liked it better.
All right, well, because of my mistake, I'll let you have this bonus. What did you guys roll?
17.
Okay.
I rolled 18.
Okay. Unfortunately, none of that was the DC.
Well,
We tried. Didn't matter.
So that's going to be 20d6.
I like how I left my post-it for Moscow's thing. I'm just going to use that.
Both of you take 69 points of fire damage as from the blade she cuts her hand.
Hey, Sav, if you want a reaction.
Reaction?
hey, Rolly, if you want to reaction this.
Do your
I'm
reaction.
kind of curious of what's the level spell of that.
She casts Meteor Storm at 9th level.
Jeez.
Too high of a
Yo.
level. Damn it.
What's half of 60? 34?
69 would be 34, I believe, yes.
Yeah.
So, and then Rolly, use your reaction. Immediately, you see your father.
Oh.
A younger, more built version of your father. Back when he was back breaking and, doing, he was teaching you the ropes. And linked arms with him is your mother. And they both keep their hands outwards. Flashes through. You still feel some of the heat, but you take half damage.
A roleplay moment here, as I see that because I've never seen this before. Dad?
The silhouette looks back at you, smiles, and disappears.
Oh, the pain.
That was her turn.
9th level spell.
9th level.
Savannah.
Alright, real fast to the party. I'm supposed to destroy the vases or fix the vases?
I don't remember, Mike. I know we know this, but Amber doesn't remember.
So you would know, especially since you've had time, and I would have given you this anyways, that in your vision and what you saw at Evergray's museum,
Castle.
where these were basically pots of cloning, they are a component of Clone Jar, which is an actual spell. Essentially, they're a one-time use type of situation, but these seem a bit altered to have 3 variants.
Destroy the jars.
Destroy the jars.
They have been already destroyed and shattered as they emerged from the jars.
Okay. We'll destroy them later. Kill the bitch.
Kill the bitch. Got it. I am going to attack the one that's right in front of me, so bonus action, distract.
Okay.
And why not? Booming blade stab. We'll go big.
He's like, my mom.
That's a nat
Get
20.
him, Mom.
A nat 20?
Oh, dang. Plus D4.
Okay. Yeah. I can't save against that. Yeah, that hits.
So
I hope you roll a
we
crap
said last
then.
time that's 40 die.
Well,
Oh.
how many dice do you roll for your sneak attack?
10.
Okay.
Jesus.
So where's the rolly?
Oh, so you
where's-
rolled 20?
Well, so it's 20d6 for your sneak attack, yes?
If I double it for the critical, it'd be 20.
Okay, so 20d6 plus whatever double dice you have. I think it's like 3d6 for your regular thing.
No.
How much-
For my regular knife is only. Oh no, shit! For the booming blade, that would be 3d8.
Okay. So I mean 68 plus 20d6.
How
Jesus.
Killer would go.
All right.
20
let's try to do this
d6,
here.
68.
Plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh, God, dear God.
20
Alright.
d6, 68 plus dex. I have to write it down because my brain hurt.
All right, so that's 10, 20. You said 68, right? 4,
Yes.
2.
120 points of damage. Over
Oh, shit,
100.
So you did 5d20s.
Yeah.
It's
They don't have a thing for 10, so.
it's
They do.
5d6.
Oh shit.
You have
All right.
20 d6 that you need.
Sorry.
And then you have
Sorry,
68.
sorry.
No worries, no worries.
Excited on math.
So yeah, it's going to be 5d6, 5d6, and then plus you do 3d8 and 3d8.
I just realized it gave me this option. Why am I just now seeing?
Oh, you're seeing the
The
advance option?
advance. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
No worries.
20.
Okay, that's all sneak attack.
We said 68.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Roll.
gonna need a calculator. This might be the most damage we've had, maybe in one attack.
Plus Dex mod, that is plus 9.
When we were like under leveled, I feel like that attack we did on that one vampire dude,
So
that was like one hit KO.
15 plus 9 plus 83. That's 107 points of damage.
Yes.
Go save.
So those are bonus action and your attack action as you quickly grab the arcane hand, starts to distract and pull and thrust, and you've at this point you probably already mastered this as you've used it numerous times in your adventures and your own experiences. Taking that motion, striking deep. As a reaction, this version, this monstrous old version of Lily, goes into a cocoon of ice, but the blade still pierces through it. It's going to reduce the amount of damage by 40, but you've taken out one of her abilities, as you've taken out her ice tomb.
Well, that's just no fun. I'm going to move. I want to get close to Lily. Where do I want to go? I'm gonna make her chase me. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll go 35 over here.
Okay. As a reaction, she is going to do an opportunity attack.
Mobile.
Mobile. God damn it.
That has been one of the best feats I ever found.
Oh my god. After Savannah, Vera.
I think she probably does that audible fire too. Hold on. Let me see. Didn't know we were gonna fight, to be honest.
Surprise!
Caleb.
Guys,
You know what? Hell with it. Why not? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, that's why it's way down there. Sunburst on the main one.
On the who?
On the main one, the younger one up the stairs.
Oh, up the stairs. Counterspell.
Counterspell.
You're going to counterspell her counterspell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What level is Sunburst?
8th.
Okay, so she's going to have to burn an 8th level spell slot to counterspell that. And since your shield only does 3rd level, you need to make me a wisdom check.
How do I do that again?
D20 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay. Can I use the D4 for the bond? I think so, right?
It's not necessarily like a check. It's sort of along the lines of like I think maybe you can, because it is concert check. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, it's an ability thingy.
No, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay. It's not horrible. I think it's just +5. Yeah. Ugh. 26.
26. Do I have it? I do.
18 + 5 + 3.
So, this is what happens.
Uh-oh. It's not good when the narration...
You reach out and call upon the sun, and as it starts to fill this room, lighting it, she goes, come now. Reaches down and tries to pull the sun out of your hand. And as you're like, no, you bring the shield up, and as the light starts to emit from that, it dissipates, and you look to your right, and this older, monstrous form of Lily also casts Counterspell. And at 3rd level, because your shield can only do it at 3rd level, it gets it out.
Which? Okay. What's a bonus action that I can do? I don't want to burn it just yet. This may be stupid or not. I will take some movement towards her.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll go 20 feet. Not my full movement, but I'll just take some movement towards her. And in my turn.
Okay. The younger looking, this wild,
Oh, wait. One thing. I will drink Moscow's potion to add +1 to my AC.
got it. This wild looking version of Lily rushes to you, Rolly. First and foremost, reaches outwards, and a gray-like spectral hand grabs onto your weapon, starts to struggle with it, giving her a bonus action distraction, and is going to attempt an advantage attack on you. It's going to be a 24 to hit.
Yep.
You take 29 points of piercing damage as she jumps and stabs right into your chest. And there's like this crazed, wild, manic look. And she almost is small enough where she can pounce and like almost spider on your chest. And you start to feel that warmness of the blade as it... And at that point, as she pulls away, she twists, presses a button at the back of the blade, and you feel barbs inside your chest. And as she pulls away, you take an additional 12 points of damage as she hits on the floor. Your turn, Rolly.
That in combination with the vision I just had, it's gonna fuel me rage. Rage.
Okay. Bonus action to rage.
Rolly mad. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attack.
All right. Feel that internal fire.
28 to hit.
20 it hits.
And I believe from the last fight we had, I had set my axe to radiant.
Okay.
Ooh, sweet. 23 points of damage, 6 of it is radiant.
All right. 23 points of damage. She's going to use evasion to half that. Or uncanny dodge.
Cool. I need to roll a strength save.
Good point. Uh, 15. You cut through. She dodges a little bit, almost cutting just her thigh. And you take that moment to kick her down, and then as she is currently open for attack, you kick her in the chest. She tumbles backwards. quickly skidding back on her knees and sees you quickly charging it like a train.
I'll move to the second attack.
Go for it.
Ooh, 29 to hit.
29 hits.
Ah, I missed that. I missed that. I should have been a brutal right now.
I yelled from the background that I appreciate the music choice.
I heard.
22 points of damage.
22. She can't evade this one. She takes full.
Then, because I am still extremely enraged, I will action surge.
Okay.
Now I'm do it all over again.
2 more attacks.
26 to hit.
26 hits.
That'll be 21 points of damage.
Another cut. Already starting to bleed from the mouth now.
And I will go for the final attack.
Cowie's just sitting there eating a pickle.
27 to hit.
27 hits. Oh, man.
I gotta roll that one.
That's why we let the barbarian rage.
Ooh, okay. 23 points of damage on this one.
23 points of damage. In total, you've done 77 points of damage in one round. Just... And at this point, she's staggering this younger, urgent-looking version of Lily. She goes, "Fuck you. Die." But she is shaking and not looking good.
Is it the one that I attacked or the main Lily?
The one you attacked.
Oh, I'm gonna spit on her. This is, we've beat you before. We'll beat you again. Don't you understand? You'll never win.
Why do I feel like the room just got darker? What happened? Like
As a
literally, it was,
bonus
like,
action.
orange.
Because if you did so much damage on her,
Uh-oh.
the older monstrosity looking Lily's gonna cast Hexblade's Curse. Or Hexblade on you, Savannah. And she's gonna let loose 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Reaction if they hit.
Okay.
Spell level?
It's a cantrip.
What's a cantrip?
Yes.
Can I steal a cantrip?
Unfortunately, I think it has to be a leveled spell.
Damn it. Alright.
Bro, you should have steal the 9th level spell, but I don't think you can steal at
I
high
can't.
level.
I thought about it.
28, 28, and 16.
The 16 doesn't hit.
Okay, so a reaction one of the 28s.
I'd like to reaction the other.
Yeah, okay. Oh! Actually, you can. And where is that reaction being redirected to?
The one in front of me.
Okay. So we'll say that you're reacting via the first one, and then roll you the second one. So you guys are a well-oiled machine. What ends up happening is that this one looks up, kind of like wide-eyed, goes, raises a hand, and 3 heavy arcane bolts shoot outwards. The first one does hit you. We'll switch it. We'll say this will be more thematic. The first bolt is looking at like it's about to hit you, Savannah, and then for a moment you're standing in front of Rolly.
But
And you look over his shoulder and you see the younger Evergrey is now standing where you were at, and takes the full blunt of damage, and you guys switch back.
How much damage did she take?
Ruin used. She takes. I gotta add a d6 to this. So. Oh, perfect. The younger looking Evergrey takes 15 points of damage.
He inhaled that pickle.
The other attack. That would be 20 points. However, half of that you take 10. Savannah, and you are pushed back 10 feet. You are now falling off the chasm.
That's not good.
Don't forget your wings, girl.
I know, I have my wings.
Back to the top of the round. Actually, this one is going to pull out its sword that it actually brings out from one of its ribs and rushes to you.
And since you moved,
Oh, yeah.
that is a D4.
That makes sense because this one's not as smart. So, yeah.
I mean, she's not that smart. She keeps coming back for us to kick butt.
You take an additional 21 points of damage.
21, nice. Okay. Perfect. Back at the top of the round to Lily. What can I do? Yeah, that one makes sense. She'll float off the ground a little bit. Oh, actually, top of the round. Everyone takes 4 points of necrotic damage. She's going to move to right about here. Perfect. Raises up the blade, turns a little bit, whispers some words, and you see the blade almost start to shock. Lightning starting to arc over from end to end of the blade. She aims it to you. Drop for what you've taken from me. And we'll shoot a blast of lightning. I need both of you make me deck saves.
Me?
Hmm?
You said both of you, but you didn't specify which both of you.
Oh, sorry. Vera and Rolly.
Okay. I figured, but I was like, me?
Hey, those bats aren't around, right?
Bats?
You know, those bats that I hate
Oh,
so much.
no, not the moths.
The moths. There you go. The moths. Sorry. Thank God. Okay, yeah, those moths are around. Yeah, it's a nat 20.
There you go.
Done well. Okay. Probably not that great. 14.
14. Rolly, you succeed. Vera, you do not.
Eh.
So it's going to be 10d8.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna reaction that.
Yeah,
You
can
can,
definitely.
your
So, let's see. So both of you take 20 points of lightning damage.
Don't reaction that one. I'll take that one.
You'll take that one.
Wait, is it 2 hits or just is that the first hit?
That was the first one.
Okay, I'll take that one. It's the 20, whatever he said. That's the one you want to have.
She's going to action surge. Use her movement. Do 20, 25. And attack twice with her blades.
Okay. Yeah, so she didn't reaction then. I'll take the 20 lightning.
29 to hit.
Hits.
29 to hit. I rolled 2 natural 18s.
Yep, both hit. You're going to probably have to reaction one of these.
I know.
These are just attacks.
No, I know.
She's going to expend a charge from one of the rapiers that she's carrying, the actual one in her hand. And you see crystal shards sharpen outwards as she cuts through, and the one swinging around her takes a stab. As the dancing rapier also takes a reach, so it's going to be an additional... Okay. Not the best. You take 25 points of damage
In total?
from the 2 strikes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to reaction that one then?
Hold it.
Hold it. Okay.
That's going to be her turn. Savannah, you are now falling. You are about, I'd say, you would fall about 15 feet at this point.
Even with the wings?
You haven't busted out yet.
Yeah. Bust out wings. That takes up the action though.
Takes an
huh?
action.
Wings.
You start to fly upwards, quickly making back your ground that you lost. So that's what's your speed? I think it's 60. Yeah. So you've used 30 to get to where you are now. Or no, you've fallen. You used 15 to get where you are now.
15 to get rid of where I am now. What would be my best course of action? Do I
If
wanna
I'm
necessarily
engaged with her, do you get sneak attack?
I use my action, so and I can't use sneak attack on a
Oh.
bonus action. So
Damn.
trying to figure out like where's a good angle to throw my dagger. So. Is this a post right here? This little thing right here?
That is a pillar, yeah.
Pillar?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna fly myself to the pillar. And I'm going to throw my dagger at the lily clone.
Okay. The older one or the younger one?
The younger one. Or, no. The older one was the one that attacked me and is attacking Vera, right?
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw the one attacking Vera.
All right. Go for it.
Let's see. With the D4. Dirty 20?
Dirty 20 hits.
Alright.
I get a D4, sorry. You said
I know, I
with
added
dirty
the
20.
D4 with the dirty
Okay,
20.
I'm so used to you guys not doing it that I have to do it by D4. Whole campaign,
That is
D4.
going to be 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Yes.
You take... Oh, no. She does have armor of hexes, so I have to roll a d6.
What the hell, armor of hexes?
Because you have been hexed by her. If she rolls a 4 or higher on a d6, it misses.
Ooh.
So we're going to roll here.
Yeah,
A 5.
yell at
Unfortunately,
it.
the blade
Miss.
misses.
Note it. I moved. Bonus action on my turn.
Vera.
I'm really tired of these two idiots. Well, not two idiots, one idiot.
One idiot.
But
Mhm.
I got two versions of them in front of me. I'm debating between two things. I really don't want to touch her, but you know. I wish I could change inflict wounds, but I don't think I can. You know what? Bonus action, holy weapon
Okay.
on my mace. That's a 5th level. And I will just hit her with my mace.
Before you do that, since you're casting Holy Weapon, she's going to use her reaction for Mage Slayer to make an attack roll on you
Okay.
with one of her blades. She's also going to spend a superiority die for a disarming attack. It's going to be 22 to hit.
Just hits. Unfortunately. By one.
You take... You take 13 points of damage, and I need you... Oh, plus a d6 because of superiority. Hold on. 13 plus... 14 points of damage.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to do disarming attack. I need you to make me a strength save.
Better at those. Okay. I think it's a +3. Yeah. 23.
You are not disarmed as she quickly reacts to your casting of the spell. Is Holy Weapon a concentration spell?
That's a good question. I think it might be, but let me look. Yeah, concentration up to
Make me a con save.
I think that's a +3 too. Yeah, that was a 23.
23.
Only because the buffs.
In a quick, like half second, you start to conjure the spell onto your mace. Or is it mace or is a...
It's the mace. The mace
Mace.
does more damage. That's why I
You
choose it.
cast on the mace, and she sees the arcane spell and movements of your fingers, quickly slashes at your hand, and you are able to quickly hold on, gripping tightly as your mace comes back. And as it's at a full arch now,
Okay.
you have an action.
I'm just reading everything on there. I think this is only if I hit, because she has to make, like, it does extra damage, and then, like, she has to do a constant.
So you have to make an attack roll to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead.
Okay. That's my mace. I haven't used it in a while. Sorry. Oh, that should hit.
Okay, what's the attack?
14 plus 9, 23?
Hold on.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you beat it. She's quite hard to hit in her blade song state right now, but you're able to hit it. Roll me damage.
So I'll just roll the regular damage because there's a whole freaking novel about what happens next.
Okay. Yeah.
Your dad that's trying to kill Mama.
Like, get him, Ma, get him.
She said, ooh.
I see the
Okay.
clapping now.
Mm-hmm.
3 points of bludgeoning, like regular bludgeoning.
Got it.
And then it does. Hold on. An extra 2d8 damage, and then something else happens. Just yelled, me! Oh, that's pretty good. 6 and a 7, so 13 radiant damage.
Additional 13 points of damage.
Mhm.
Is that the end of your turn?
I think I can do this other thing as a bonus action, but it was a bonus action to summon it, so that's it.
Okay. You see in front of you, Rolly, the younger looking, ratty looking Lily, uses an action and disappears. She is then going to use Action Surge to then appear from behind you and attack with advantage. There we go. 17. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Swallowed a crap ton of cinnamon.
32 points of damage, reduced to half because you're raging, so it's 16 points. Then pulls away. You take an additional 5 points as she pulls away. That was her action. Second action because of Axel Surge, and then she's going to use a bonus action to disengage and go to Vera.
Of course.
Roll, you're up.
Great. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to. I don't know if I could take Vera's space.
Unfortunately, she's kind of surrounded. It's kind of hard to take her space because she's also surrounded by enemies.
Okay. I think then what I'm gonna do. Screw it. I'm gonna come up here.
Mhm.
I'm going to activate Giant Smite.
Okay. You start to, as you're mid-run, you taking bigger and bigger steps until finally you grow into your Giant's Might form. And I'll set your
Great.
dimensions.
Great. And then I'm going to activate Reckless Attack.
All right. Attack with advantage.
Another question. So I don't know if this is possible. I don't think it is. Let me read it real quick. Here it is. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's possible. I wanted to use Overwhelming Cleave, but I wanted to hit the young one and the old one. But given that they're 10 feet apart, I don't think it's
Yeah, they would have to be right. They'd be adjacent.
So.
Unless you want to cleave through Rivera too.
No, thank you.
Thinking about it. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna be a 29 to hit.
29 hits. First attack.
Oh, and then I gotta add the D8 as well. Oh, of course, wonderful. I rolled D8 off the table. Done. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 17, 20. That'd be 28 points of damage.
Rolly, how do you take out the younger one?
I'm gonna try to do this thematically.
Oh wait, no. Screw you. She can do it evasion. She's gonna half that.
That's fine.
You still got another hit.
Still has another
You
hit.
still have another hit, but god damn it, I'm not gonna heal something.
That's fine.
Oh, she has to make a strength save. She has to make a strength save too.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, this might be bad. There's a chasm behind her.
I hope it's bad.
I hope it's bad.
Gotta beat an 18.
She got a 3.
Oof.
I'm gonna give her a dex save to see if she can grab onto the edge.
I mean, I don't remember her being.
But with a natural
particularly
1, that's
strong.
not gonna do it. Regardless, the first attack, it's not the blow that killed her. It's crack. She quickly dodges, and because of the dodge, she pulls back from getting the full force of your swing, putting her off balance. And you see she goes. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm going. This is when I'm gonna. Oh, did I kick her already?
You can. How do you push her over?
I'm gonna do the. This is an ancient city in Greece kick.
You and slowly, and you just hear screams, and you don't hear an impact, but you can imagine how far down that is.
That's what worries me is that I didn't hear an impact. Not because of how far it is, but because I don't know if she's actually dead or not. Fun! Great. Well, in that case, second attack. Because of my size and I am within melee range of the old one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna focus on the old one.
Go for it.
Not 20, baby.
There it is.
There it is.
Jeez.
Where are all my d12s? There's 1, there's 2, there's
Let's see.
3.
Monster Lily, what you're at right now? Okay, I got it. Do you have any reactions, her?
She's got some pretty good hits on her because of Sav.
She blocked my good hit. Still mad.
Okay, that's a 1. I gotta reroll that.
What are you doing, Bubba?
Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay.
Such a drool.
7.
He looks at me and just goes,
Oh my
bleh,
God.
but
Gnarly.
drool came out.
39 points of damage.
She's still up. Barely, but still up.
And that is all I could do. I'll pass the turn.
After you, so young Lily's out. It's now the older Lily. She's... Oh man, you've gotten her in a bind.
She did this to herself.
She's gonna reach out to you, Rolly. The older one reaches out, and sinks her fingers, or attempts to sink her fingers deep into your leg.
That is a big leg to sink fingers.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Oof.
So
It's a big leg to sink your fingers into.
makes sense, right? And how much? Half of that. Okay,
I
good.
think you guys got natural 20s on each other.
Right? So that's going to be 10d6. You take 25 points of necrotic damage, and she heals half of that with a vampiric touch.
Eh.
She's still looking bad, I'll be honest.
Oh, wait. So is she not susceptible to radiant damage?
No.
Okay.
She's just
That makes
a cloned, messed up clone of a bitch.
We can all agree on that.
Your
part.
words, not mine.
Yeah.
She's gonna use action surge though. They're all a bit of fighter. And she's going to attack twice with her hex weapon. And this is gonna be on you, Vera. 14,
Nope.
15.
Nope.
2 misses.
She just puts the shield up.
Bonus action, second wind. It's not gonna be a lot, but she needs to get something. Okay. 7 more points of healing. Top of the round. Everyone takes 4 points of necrotic damage. I need everyone to make me a dex save.
G4, Sav. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
I didn't have nothing to dex.
30-20.
Where did my D4 go?
Dirty 20.
22.
22.
Sir, currently 16 looking for my D4. Hold on. So I have no idea where it went.
What'd you get, Savannah?
Hold
She's
on.
rolling it.
Do it. Just doing it here because don't know where it went.
With my
So that's going to be 16, 17.
17. Vera, Rolly. I think the way this is written. You need to grab onto the ground as your entire body becomes weightless and you feel gravity begin to reverse.
Oh.
As you feel, you have to grab quickly. And you are now looking up as if it were down. Savannah, mid-flight, you are then thrusted upwards, but because you're flying, you do not hit the ceiling.
I was like, where am I going?
I think you lose like 10 feet. You're just like, and you're now like, you're moving your wings in a weird way. You have to like flap upwards to keep yourself down. She's going to, yeah, she's pissed off that didn't work. She's going to use the dancing rapier to attack you, Vera. She's going to spend a superiority die.
If it hits, then you can half Sav if it's bad.
25.
That'll hit.
I need you to make me a strength save.
Okay. Okay. Jesus. 18. That
18.
D4 scared the crap out of me.
You take 11 points of damage,
Okay, you don't need to breathe.
but the problem is her DC for her things are 19.
Okay. So now what happens?
She does disarming strike, not on your weapon, but on the hand that's holding the floor. And you fly upwards, and you fly up 80 feet up.
Jesus.
Can I reaction to grab her?
He is a giant.
You
Yeah.
are a giant. You still have the chain for your axe. Do you not?
The chain?
I think there's an ability that you have that was last given to you where you can throw your axe 20 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
If you hit Vera, I'll allow you to do non-lethal damage, but I'll allow you to stop her momentum.
Sorry, Vera.
Go for it.
You'll thank me later.
Sav
I
may
mean,
need to
that'd
half this.
I know. I'm like, Mighty, you gotta beat a 20.
Oh,
Gotta
that
be a
also brings
21.
another. That's also another question. So okay, so I think reckless attack only applies during my turn, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
You gotta beat a 21, Broly.
21 is the...
23.
All right, roll your damage. So Vera, you're taking this damage,
yeah, I
but
know.
you.
I'll half if it's bad.
Oh, there you go. Let's see.
Oh, we were
Okay,
saving it. Technically, you get a new one each round, so...
22 points of damage?
Yeah, you can have.
All right.
Yeah.
You take 11,
We'll make that 11.
11 points. You grab onto the axe that's currently taut on this arcane chain that you have, Rolly. On your turn, you can pull it back down if you wish. But you're currently with one arm holding onto the ground and the other one holding onto the axe. That's a smart move. Savannah, you're up.
So I have Vera in the air, 2 dumb bitches, and then Rolly's a giant. What the
Kill her, Sav.
Also, don't you have wings?
I'm flying right now. That's the only reason I didn't crash into the ceiling. I know, kid. I know.
He's saying, get him, Monty. Get him.
Let's see.
Oh,
1,
yeah,
10,
yeah.
15, 20, 29, 30. Okay. I'm gonna use my 40 feet to go to Ochik.
Okay.
Booming blade and attack.
All right. Are you spending a bonus action to distract?
Is it because she's distracted? I don't have to.
She is engaged with an enemy.
Yeah.
You just don't have advantage.
Eh.
Or she's engaged with an ally. So, yeah, you don't need advantage, but you don't get advantage, but you can get sneak attack if you land it.
Please land. Plus D4. There's it. That's gonna be 23 to hit.
23 to hit. That does hit. I'm going to roll another d6. If she gets... What did I say? Well, I got to look at the thing again.
I think you said 4.
It might be a 5 or... Yeah, it might be a 4. Oh, yeah, so d6. If it's a 4 or higher, you miss.
Damn it! I keep forgetting.
Natural 1.
Yes.
Connects. Maddening Hex, the Hexblade Curse, whatever it is, does not work. I gotta fight it. I don't play a Warlock.
All right. That's the D20.
Ooh.
I mean, not D20. I mean, the 10. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. Scratch that.
Oh, it's Armor of Hexes. That's what it's called.
There you go. There it goes.
Oh,
So
that's more.
20.
Okay, so how much total? What are we counting and what are we not?
All right. So right now you're at 28 plus the 3d8.
Okay.
Row. So that is 36.
30,
Plus 9. That would be
45.
45. 45 points damage.
How do you take care of the older looking monstrosity, Lily?
In my fucking rage, I just zoomed down there and just whip back my blade. And since it's kind of connected to the booming blade, because it has sparks of like lightning to it, and just slash right in between her.
It's so clean of a cut that there's only a slight jostle of the body, and there's a point where it's not perpendicular or parallel. It's just, and there's a small little hole or gap between both sides until finally one where the aura that she's casting reverse gravity, the lower part falls forward, the upper part flies into the air and hits the ceiling.
Oof. Because I still have a bonus action, I'm gonna throw my dagger at Lily.
Go for it.
Probably not gonna do anything, but that is going to be 25 to hit.
That should hit.
She hasn't used a reaction yet. Shield. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
End of my turn.
All she needs to get rid of is Rolly.
She can try.
He's the anchor point.
She can try.
She's gonna attack twice. Not with that one. As she's doing so, she goes, Summer will die. You all will die. 14's not gonna hit. But a 21?
21 will hit.
She's gonna spend a superiority die. You take 9 points of slashing, reduced to half. You take 4, and you take 6 points of radiant. So 10 in total. Roll me a strength save. You have advantage because you are raging.
Indeed. Okay, that's going to be 25.
25. You are able to you're gripping the stone. You're able to withstand the strike against your palm. And you do not let go. She's going to attack. So that was her first attack. Second attack, she's going to use her bonus action to use the dancing rapier to attack again. Oh. Sounds good. Natural 18. That's definitely going to hit. She's going to use another superiority die. I need you to make me the strength save, please.
All right. First one's a 19, no buffs. That'll be a 29.
29. You are still two strikes on your palm. You can feel the blood and the warmth coming from like the back of your grip of your hand, but you still dig them deep into the stone. She deals to you 16, it's 8 slashing, or it's already halved, and then you add 3 radiant. So that's 11. Yeah, that's gonna be your turn. Savannah.
So Vera's still on the roof, right?
She is 20 feet
Oh.
stuck on an axe that she's removed from her chest, but she's holding on to the hilt. That's connected to Rolly's forearm.
Wait, so we're already back to me. Rolly didn't get his turn?
Oh, did you not go?
I didn't go.
I haven't.
I feel like we've skipped someone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I think if Savannah knows old one. Okay, I got a mistake because I took someone off the board. Vera, let's have you go.
I don't know how you want to work this, DM, but I will ask at least one thing of giving me flight. She's going to cast Divine Intervention, and because she's level 20, it works.
That's right. What do you ask of Palor?
I think in the moment, she looks at Rolly and says, "It's fine. Let go." And she lets go of the axe. She casts Divine Intervention. And she asks him for wings, like she's been given before. And then she's going to try and deal a hit on the main one. Obviously, we've flavored it. It's not an instant kill with Divine Intervention, so that's why I need your guidance. So I feel like wings is an easy ask. Second part, I have to leave. Up to you a little bit.
So that's your divine intervention, is to ask for wings.
Wings, and then like to try and hit her as hard as possible. The main one.
You whisper these words to Palor, feeling the symbol start to glow. Griffins by nature are winged beasts. We see pull out Savannah, spore-like wings. You then see your divine prayer be answered as Rolly, on your giant form, your back starts to burn as 2 giant dragon wings appear on your back. And Vera, your own angelic Palor sun solar wings shine the entire cavern bright. Your prayer has been answered as all of you are given a flight speed of 60.
Oh my.
And I think now is the true form of the 3 griffins. Flight creatures. And all of your weapons start to glow a bright yellow, as you now all have advantage on your next attack against Lily.
Okay. I think that's my action, though, for divine action. I mean, divine action. Divine intervention. Same. Anyway,
Same thing.
It's technically not a spell.
No, it's not.
So I could technically cast spiritual weapon on this bitch.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna cast it at a level, though. I think it increases the more you go. I'm gonna remember.
I think it's every 2 levels increases by another another dice.
Let's double check. Cast a spell using a spell slot 3rd level or higher. The damage increases for 1d8 every 2 slots. So we'll go 6. We'll go level 6.
So I think 3 extra dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Solar Blade appears behind her.
I'm gonna have to try and hit her.
Okay. You can roll to attack now.
Okay. Oh yeah, that doesn't
Kill
get
her,
that.
kill her.
Last hurrah, guys.
I know.
And what an image, too.
Math. 27.
27 hits?
No D4 because I
Wait,
remember.
wait. 27? Yeah, that hits.
It better hit. Yikes.
Well, she has a +5 to her AC because of her blade song. 27? I should do math.
15 plus 12.
27. No, it's not gonna matter. Yeah, it hits. How much damage?
Hold on. You get to wait now.
She has sort of like an option to really protect herself, but that hit over the threshold.
Oh yeah, plus 5. 25 points of damage.
25 points. As the blade swipes at her, not being affected by the reverse gravity.
And that is my turn.
Rolly. You have your arm back. You're still holding on to 1 onto the ground, but you have your arm back. Oh, wait, she also has to make a con save for the...
You also have wings now.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't matter. You can let go. Reverse gravity is dropped.
And you have advantage on her.
Well,
Rolly saw like
well.
Giant, Rolly with these gigantic dragon wings.
Yeah. Good job, Caleb.
Yeah.
I don't know where he learned that from, but you could tell he's our kid from our era because he's like yeah, because he does it randomly.
Great. So I unfurl my wings as I let go of the rock that I was holding on to. Reverse gravity's gone. I will just hover over her, like gleaming weapon in hand. I'm gonna look her dead in the eye, just like as I'm speaking this right into her soul. You tried this once. We stopped you. You decided to stand against us. We put you in the ground. Thank you for the privilege of allowing us to put you down again. And I'm gonna go to attack.
All right.
Caleb, eat the toast.
Woohoo!
Painting his table with it.
Oh, God.
27 to hit.
Yeah, even with all the bonuses, is not gonna... Yep, it hits.
With advantage? Just making sure.
Yeah.
So it doesn't hit.
It does hit.
No, it does hit.
Even with all
I
her
got
bonuses.
confused there for a
She
moment.
can't save against it, is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all of her bonuses, she would... Okay, I'll tell you this much. She has a reaction ability that gives her another +5. She would have a 27 AC. But 27 is what you hit, so it doesn't matter.
I'm
is
also
the-
going to add the additional Giant Smite die.
What was the question?
What does the glow do to his weapon?
Oh, it gives him advantage.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah.
it did something else too. Okay. No, that's good. We will take advantage.
I'm sure if he didn't have advantage, it probably wouldn't connect. If she decided to use a
we
reaction.
need advantage.
24 points of damage.
24. Okay.
I'm going to activate my fire rune.
Roll 2 more D6, and she's gonna have to make a strength save. This is interesting.
12.
12 additional points. She rolled a 9 for her strength save. Immediately the chains lock her in place.
Only this time, dear. Hopefully you'll finally understand how powerless you are. You will never have your way. Not in this life or the next. I go for my second attack.
You strike.
Woohoo! That'll be a 24 to hit.
24 hits. No, you know what? She'll use her reaction.
Boo.
Defenses Duelist. That second one, you see the dancing rapier come and block the last attack.
Is it a spell?
No, it's a
Okay.
magical item.
All right, yeah. She'll block that, and I'm gonna say,
She blocks it and she goes, I came back once. I can do it again.
"You will try." My turn.
Alright. Now back to the top of the round. She needs to make a strength save to get out of this thing. And I believe that's her entire turn. It's the end of her turn that she can do it.
Because she is restrained.
She is restrained, which means any attacks she makes right now are at disadvantage. So she's going to try to strike twice through her restricted arm movements. Once at you, Rolly, once at you, Vera. So at disadvantage. 22 to hit you, Rolly.
Okay, next.
Natural one to hit you, Vera. She's going to use her last superiority die on you, Rolly. What's a fun one? It's 22. You take 11 points of slashing damage plus 2 points of radiant.
And that's half.
Yeah, so the 11 was already half, so it's 13 in total.
Cool.
Man, you're good at all of these. Shoot. Why are you good at all these? Roll me a strength.
Chosen better.
Roll me a strength save. When I spec'd her out, I didn't realize you were going to be great at all of these. She was supposed to go after Vera.
17 on the first one. No buffs.
17. She
That's a natural 20.
She attempts to trip you, but you plant your feet because you are also a juggernaut, and that wouldn't have worked out either. But not that she would have known.
I laugh at her attempt. Mockingly.
She's gonna cast. Where is it? Misty Step.
Counter spell.
Oof.
It's a second level spell.
She's flying and Vera is livid and she is tired.
If she can't counterspell it, I will totally steal it.
Well, it's a second level. It definitely works. She strikes once on you, Rolly, trying to knock you over. It doesn't work. She goes for the second strike, and you actually just kick the blade away. The other one that's dancing around her pulls back and starts to retreat a little bit. And as she looks up the stairwell, she smiles, starts to teleport, and you grip the shield, Vera.
You know, I started to like the name you gave me. It's very fitting for what I'm about to do to you.
Yeah.
That's her turn. Savannah, you're next.
I kind of want to skip it and just give it to Vera.
It's totally fine. Totally fine.
How damaged is she?
Oh, wait. At the top of her turn, because she was not able to break out of the fire rune, she takes an additional 2d6.
Steve.
Oh, is that at the start of its turn?
I believe so.
Oh, at the start of each of its turns.
Yeah. So that already adds up, but she's now looking bloodied.
Oh my god. I rolled another 12.
Another 12. Okay, now she's looking hurt.
Wow.
No,
Bloody.
because I want this to happen. I look at Vera and I'm all like, be fury. I cast haste on Vera.
Oh,
shit.
no.
Yo! Yeah!
Holy weapon, spiritual weapon, and hasted.
Oh no.
And she's currently restrained, which I believe restrained creatures you have advantage on attacks. So
I already had advantage.
you already have advantage. So Vera, you're up. Unless Savannah, you have any bonus actions you want to do.
She's restrained. I throw my dagger for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That is going to be with the D4. 22 to hit.
Reaction to block that.
I'm gonna use a quick
Fury,
action.
Vera.
I'm gonna use a quick action. I'm gonna look again, looking at Lily dead in the eyes and saying, "Why do you struggle? Just
Why does she
accept
react
it.
if she's restrained?
Just
It's like-
accept your fate. You will never succeed.
I will
It will never
bring
happen."
order to all of your chaos. You just don't understand. You never understand. No one understands. Just need time.
It's hard to understand the illogical things that don't make sense. But you know, you do you.
Vera,
Good luck with this one.
you're up.
Well, technically I get 2 hits because of haste, but I will, because it's very fitting with the wings. She's coming down full force with her mace on the top of Lily. I forget I have advantage at a D4. Doesn't my AC also go up with haste?
Yeah, your AC goes away too.
Yes, it does.
So it's a 23 now.
Jeez.
Caleb laughed. That was funny. Where's my D4? Where the hell did you go? There you are. 23 is my number today. 23.
She's already used her reaction to stop Savannah's attack,
Okay.
meaning that she cannot add to her AC again to block this.
So it's just a. We'll do the regular damage first.
So that was worth it, Savannah, to make that burn.
9 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
Just regular bludgeoning. We'll do the radiant damage. Oh, that was good. 13 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I have another action.
So I'm going to tell you right now, she has 25 hit points left.
Come on, Vera, you could do this. No pressure.
Can
You
I
could
do the bonus action first, or do
Yeah,
I have
of course.
to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit with that first. The spiritual weapon doesn't get advantage, right? Just for
No,
regular
no.
weapons. Okay.
Wait, why wouldn't Paler give your spiritual? Yeah, of course it would.
Oh,
Paler
I'm
would have
just
given that.
asking.
No, I'm saying that to myself. I'm like, yeah, of course he would.
I mean, I would think he likes her,
Yeah.
unless you signed up the wrong champion. 28.
28 hits.
Oh, I cast it at a 6 though. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. Hmm. 25. Exactly.
Vera, how do you want to do this?
Oh, only because of Sav. Really?
You deserved it.
I think she just, again, comes flying down with all her fury and all her might, especially now. And then she just wields the spiritual weapon to her hand
You have 2 weapons in hand. That's rad.
and pierces it through Lily's, hopefully, probably unbeating heart by now. You know, even your mistress realized the error of her ways. You know what I felt in her heart? Her unbeating, undying heart? Jealousy. Even in the very end, she realized that maybe she went about this the wrong way. And as ignorant as you are, I still feel slightly sorry for you. And I know you hate that. So I hope those are the last words you feel.
Roll me an insight check.
Should get advantage on this too. Just saying. Okay. My insight
You can
is
add
crazy.
a D4 to it.
Yeah, I know I
Add
can.
your D4.
Well, that's 17 without the D4. And I think my insight is crazy.
Probably.
Plus 11.
Oh, so 28
20. No. Well, 17. Yeah, 28.
plus your D4?
That's what the D4.
Oh, the D4. There is a flash of surprise as she grips onto the blade, pierces through her, and pretty much pins her to the ground. Like, there's a moment where she's like at a 45-degree angle. And as you say these words, you see her eyes start to shudder and shift. She wants to come back. She needs to come back. But you see the amount of prep work that was done here, and you see the sudden shock and fear that if she had a moment to run, she can do it again. But there is no moments. There is no more opportunity to prepare and plan.
I think she just whispers something in her ear and she just says, "When I'm gone, they'll come for you too. Don't worry." And she released her grasp.
The spiritual weapon stays in that 45-degree angle, and she struggles to fight, losing the strength quickly until finally her arms go lax, her legs go lax. The spiritual weapon disappears and she drops to the floor, lifeless. The clones begin to fizzle out into snow. The smoke in the air from the corrupted clay pots that cloned her being diminish in their color. You can hear the sound of breaking wood from up the stairs. It's only been a few minutes, not very long. Eventually, we're taken out of this space.
I would like to say we destroy all the shit in here.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
FYI.
Including
I
our
this room.
body.
Before we leave the room, there's something Rolly wants to do thematically. Upon her limping to the floor and everyone coming to the realization we got to get out of here, all the sounds we hear, Rolly's gonna say, "Yeah, we should head back." But a parting gift, still in his giant form before it wears out.
Mhm.
I'm gonna crush her head.
The sound of bone and flesh echo in the expansive cavern.
I was gonna ask Sab to burn it all.
I know, I want to burn that entire room.
And may we never meet again.
To fast forward a bit, you reconvene with Uthiel, who breaks down the door to his own office, realizing it was closed and shut and locked.
We all come out with wings.
Yeah,
Because this lasts for a while. It better last.
it lasts for a while. It lasts for a little bit, and eventually the wings do fade. But the whole room is then basically, it's going to be examined and looked at. And speaking of which, this type of secrecy is what Uthiel is against now. That's his whole point of his job. With this as evidence, now backed by the Queen Caspian, he is given full right to do a full sweep of the castle for any other nefarious secrets that may lay here. There are eventual plans found, hidden cracks and crevices that Lily has left in the past, of other ways to extend her life, and those are snuffed out. I think you all feel fairly certain that that is the end of the story for Lily Underwood.
Good night.
I think if Uthiel has that much power, she asks if she can cast Hollow on the castle grounds.
Granted. Let's also change the music.
And she will do that sometime down the line for 24 hours, because that's how long that spell takes.
However, time moves on, and so does our party. Eventually, by Savannah's request, you all meet up at the Books and Brew, along with your friends' family, to honor the fallen. It's a 3-year anniversary of those who have died at Flit Castle and Evergrey's hand. Last we see of Vera ruling Savannah, or not the last we see, but in this endpoint, they are arms in arms along each other, a drink in one hand, surrounded by friends and family, singing and laughing, and maybe just a bit of river dancing.
But the floor's sturdy this time.
Yeah.
Floor is yes, forget.
Vera.
I have giant smite, no guarantees.
Yes.
Actually, let's go backwards. Savannah. Within the 3-year span, where do we find her?
She is really successfully running her bar. She is super proud of her above ground businesses. She is like so proud of it. She still sends money to both Rolly and Vera's family, even though they tell her they don't have to. But it also sends money back to her own. And as far as everything with the Raven's Kiss, she is super respected because she just, as everyone talks about how she likes to fuck around and she'll find out, it's actually given us quite a few wins. Including the strange respect of Belladonna. Nobody can explain it and nobody's going to understand why, but it's just the strangest little bit of respect from her.
Occasionally you see her in the crowd, sort of keeping an eye on maybe what she can consider a respectable, not companion, but business rival. She's a businesswoman herself. She can respect the hustle. She can see you as a threat. Not someone she's going to attack, obviously. You have enough power to warrant a problem. So, there's some mutual barriers here.
The other thing is, 'cause I'm assuming they were trying to speed this along, is one of the things that the Raven's Kiss did was Miles passed of natural causes. So to honor him, there was a children's book release called. Wait, I had the title and I like the title now. I don't remember the title. I'm like, what's the title I gave you?
Oh, I can pull it out. Do-do-do.
Oh, The Voice, the Mind, and the Bender of Time.
Oh, right. Yeah. It rhymes the entire way.
I think you need to hold him, huh?
I will.
Aw.
He's going,
He's like, "What's it? That's it? It's over?
I know.
What?"
I'm also taking your toast because I don't want to be slapped with peanut butter.
He's like, nah. That's how I see.
The Voice, the Mind, and the Bender of Time.
Mhm. About 3 very, very fond friends and their wild little adventures.
I like that. Anything else that Savannah's done in 3 years and in this time?
Just trying to stay afloat. You can't keep herself.
Love it. Rolly, where do we see you, and what do you do in this 3 years?
Well, after the second coming of Lily and the final parting of Lily, Rolly once again sets off to continue his, at this point, his mission, his promise to the late queen. He adventures with Gina Lee as long as she would have him, of course. I don't know if she will join me for the entirety of the trip, because I don't even know how long it would take. But in the middle of their travels together, he grows very fond of her, and realizing that she won't be able to accompany him forever, that she will have to part soon, he decides to have one final night of, companionship and bonding, and he finally reveals one of the important things that he had for her. Says to her, "Jean Lee, you entered my life in a very quirky fashion, and ever since then, you've continued to be that spark in my life. You've done so much for me, both then and now. You've done so much for my friends, and we've been through a lot together. I think it's only fitting that you go back and resume your life and pick up where you left off. I thank you for joining me, but I don't want to leave you empty-handed. I picked up something for you while I was shopping. And as much as I want to talk about it now, I know we won't have nearly enough time to do so. So
You hear a loud, Was it the Housewives of Orange County like scream?
Yes.
I know.
Make sure the glass is reinforced.
Oh Lord.
Gripping you tightly, a bit of a levitation brings you up, kisses you deeply, and she accepts the proposal.
I say, I don't want you to just think of this as, just a proposition. I want you to think of it as a promise. That though we part ways now, we will be reunited again.
I'll be waiting.
And as such, they part ways, and Rolly continues on his quest.
Okay.
He eventually receives that invitation for the invitation that Savannah sent, and he makes his way.
Vera, what are you doing these 3 years? Where did we see you?
The cabin that Mike forementioned, or that Uthiel forementioned, is done. Vera has very much... Her friends know where to find her, but she has very much taken up the lifestyle of Veros, up on a hill where nobody can really find her unless you know where to look. Or you know the tips and tricks if you ever need the champion of Palor's help. And it's not that she's totally gone. She still goes down. She just probably doesn't go down in full crazy armor all the time. And has been traveling with Uthiel before this house has been made. Just trying to clean up the mess that Evergrey made forever and ever, it seems. But eventually she gets tired. And has a very good reason to settle down. And she goes to the Books and Brew, and behind her you see 3 little munchkins. She has 2 sons and a daughter. They're triplets. They're
What's her
not
names?
identical though. So she has Yuri, which has a little blue flame mohawk, because of course Moscow's genes came out in her children. And he has purple eyes and is probably the calmest of the 3 and is probably half asleep when she arrives because that's what he loves to do. She has Valen, looks exactly like Vera. Oh no, not that one. That one looks exactly like Uthiel a little bit, but he also has the fire hair, but red with the streak of gold and gold eyes. And Aurora is the one that looks just like Vera, except she has purple flame curls coming down.
Aww.
Oh. Oh, Savannah's so happy. It's like, Auntie Stab gets to spend time with kids.
Anything else, Vera?
I'm trying to read what I put. So she kind of makes like another volunteer center in Merigard. She's frequently down there. Again, she's not like full armored all the time. She still does that when she needs to do, or if Palor tells her there's something she needs to go out and do, she still takes up that life. She makes a little homestead in her own home for Troop 14, and one at the Season's Bounty also for Troop 14. But she always has rooms for Sav and Rolly in either place, should they need to ever come and stay.
Sav is an old. She's been in Merigard so often because she's got the new place.
So everybody's
regular.
probably end up
Oh.
over there probably seeing me.
Yeah.
I forgot about Bosun. So she introduces Bosun to Luna in the hopes that while she knows Torres is after her brother, she knows that Luna's kind of the better fit. And lets that do whatever it's gonna do, DM.
I think they hit it off. I think there's a bit of a Luna brings a bit of a calm
To Bosun.
to Vosen. But we don't, we'll see how it goes in the future.
Yeah. And she's very good about checking in with people. Like, yes, she is. Her homestead is hard to find if you don't know where to look, but she's still around.
Once again, we see that flash of image of Rolly, Vera, and Savannah arm in arm, drinking at the Books and Brew. The tale of three strangers, how these threads and connections were woven into a wonderful tapestry of faces, locations, battles, losses, victories, and love. The story of these three adventurers, how they stopped the end of something ancient. And those adventures before, are now known throughout the continent of Mostead, at least for those who read it, as the story of the Three Griffins is published. Family, truth, and community. Well, the story of the Three Griffins comes to a close tonight. Their stories live on, and who knows, we might have a chance to revisit them in the future. This story has evolved and grown with us. Through marriage, through the birth of a child, a little crazy thing, and even more life-changing events. The sun begins to set. You, the players of this story, Amber, Steve, Temple, hear the voices of Vera, Rolly, and Savannah, and myself speak those words that ring truer than anything ever said within the 4-year plus of this campaign. Something spoken within that void. Last sight of Evergrey. Thank you. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Love you.
We wouldn't be here without you.
Loving us and torturing us all at the same time.
Oh yeah, the trauma's part of the love.
As I mentioned in the beginning, for those curious about Arcane Focus, we will be telling you more stories while I work on the next campaign. So we'll be taking a bit of a break. Maybe even play some Baldur's Gate 3. But as for those who know and can always find it, they'll always know that the Books and Brews doors are always open. So thank you so much for joining us. See you in the next adventure. Bye.
Yeah, yeah!